ultimate Mayo experience.
Jared, you looked confused when everything was going off.
I was just making sure everything was
Okay. Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, PGA Championship Cut Sweat Live. Geoff played his first round of golf today. Congratulations, Geoff.
I did. It was unofficial 14 holes, but I shot 47 on the front. That included a triple, and I was thrilled. Thrilled.
Oh, Kazuki Higa just went back-to-back birdies. I needed the Japanese guys to clear out of the way for Hideki.
Well, Hitsasune is doing that.
Geoff, I was the first guess on with the best bet, and the best bet hit.
Good. What's Wiesberger up to?
He was like 8 over today.
Good for him. Good for him. Good for you, Patrick.
Thank you. I needed something good for me to happen here after all my guys played in the morning today and just shit themselves.
Listen, as we talk about often, Pizzol will say there could be like a minus 500 that has value. It should be maybe minus 800. But when you give big chalk, you better win. And you gave big chalk and you won what seems pretty stress-free.
Well, until the back 9, Wiesberger was ahead of him. Then he bogeyed 6 holes in a row. Straka he's now currently 11th in approach for the week, and he's going to miss the cut by 3 strokes.
Fantastic par from Podkeeter there.
Yeah, Podkeeter's playing great. There's no chance this continues, by the way.
Steady Eddie.
He looks how much weight has he lost?
He's lost a bunch. Now here's the Higa chip in.
And he just, I don't know. I mean, I know you're out playing golf today, Geoff. I don't know how much of it you saw, but he just has been super steady today, being strategic off the tee sometimes.
He's also making every lengthy par putt.
He's making all its putts. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening on the radio. I even had the radio out me on the course. Just playing it instead of music. I don't know. I annoyed a couple of my buddies, but my other buddy liked it. So
that's what I did yesterday on the course. It was great. You don't have to miss out. You get to play your own golf. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. And I don't know. It just seems like this is awesome, Pat. It looks like we have a major championship on a tough golf course that's got wave integrity.
Well, I don't know about that because this morning was about as hard as this course can play. It was windy and it was freezing out. Poor Matt Fitzpatrick couldn't feel his hands, and then he 4-putted. Oh, Hatton slamming clubs.
Yeah, not happy.
He's having a really bad day.
I do think, Geoff, one of your least favorite things is going to happen, though, vis-a-vis the cut.
A huge number?
I don't think that we're getting 70 or 71 men in. I think we're going to be lilting towards 80 plus.
You think so? Right now.
Because it's so compacted.
Yeah, it's 86 guys. You're right, Tim.
Yeah, 86 guys at the moment at +4, but a lot of these guys are still on the course and have time to drop. No one's really moving up at this point. The chairman, William Mao, is at
86 guys is as big as it can get. We may as well invite 90.
Yeah, well, I mean, good thing they don't have the.
That's good for them to make the cut parlays of 8 and 8. Nearly 90 guys are playing the weekend.
You'd think so, but not so much for me. Oh, is that a triple for Tigala?
It is a triple for Tigala after rinsing it.
You guys saw those Corey Connors numbers?
Yeah, well, I mean, those were a bit disingenuous. He's leading in approach. That's why he's leading in ball striking. That's why his approach game has been so good. It's not like he's first in driving or first around the green or anything. He's just first in approach.
And he's dead last in putting.
He is not dead last in putting.
He's 154th in the draw.
For the tournament, Connors is, let's see here. That says Kinners. I'm looking for Connors. He's 141st.
How many guys are here?
Close.
What's that?
It's close to the last.
Yeah, it's close to the bottom. I mean, you could take a look at Sepp's numbers. Sepp was 4th in approach, and he was 145th in putting and 150th off the tee or something. He's just horrible. Connor's been good chipping, good driving, but he's just blowing everyone else out in approach. Although
I know it's irrelevant to bets. Maybe someone had him in a lineup, but I was so sad to see Luke Donald triple coming in today.
Did he miss the cut?
He's on the number. So he should get in.
Four should be good. Yeah, he's at 4.
Yeah, I would think 4 should be fine.
I want to say, Tim, congratulations on your Montreal Canadiens.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey.
What do you got? Any big plans for Saturday? Do you have any guesses? Who's going to light the torch? Who are they rumored? What's Reddit saying?
Well, Jim was going over all of this last night with Jared about which Canadians are going to be rolled out for both tonight, the next round, and then will they save Patrick Waugh for the Stanley Cup Finals?
I don't think they could even get Waugh to come for anything that isn't the finals because the relationship.
Isn't he an active coach elsewhere?
No, he was fired by the Islanders, so he's no longer coaching for anybody.
I thought Gabe is predicting it's Saku Koivu.
I don't think so.
You think they're holding him?
I don't think anyone who isn't a champion will be brought up.
See this guy Collette? They should just pay. Coolbet should have paid him to change his last name to Coolbet.
I think it has to be. It has to be champions. I think, Jeff.
No, I'd
rather the third string defenseman on the 90s.
No,
So
you can't. You don't think Carey Price? Come on,
Price
Tim,
and Koivu will be there.
I think Dom Foose will get the torch tomorrow night.
Tim, you're totally. I think it's totally
Captain
unfair.
Carbono was.
You
He was the
can't.
assistant captain.
Has Kirk Muller been out there?
Muller came out in game 3.
Oh,
They had Cornwallier do the first game, and then they had Serge Savard, and they had Bruce Nyland. We didn't expect. Mats Naslund has still not gone out. He was the last 50 goal scorer before Caulfield, and he was on the 86 team. Steve Shutt is still there. Jacques Lemaire hasn't gone
Bryson.
out.
Oh, Bryson's rallying. He's only at +9 now.
I think
Okay.
Waugh and Madame Bellevaux would be the 2 big people I'd bring out for
Will they bring out
finals.
Chelios?
Maybe. I could see Chris Chelios there. He was on the 86 team.
Jeff, if I had to quiz you, what do you think Taylor Pendrith is currently at?
I saw even par,
Yeah, he just hit a nice little chunky chip out of the.
or maybe not even par. He
Yeah, he
was
is
maybe
level par.
1.
Yeah, we're watching him on the alt feed. Is it even par?
So he's 2 under again.
No, he's at even par for the tournament.
The championship, yeah.
And what's he today? He got back to 2 under today, I guess.
I guess.
Oh yeah, no, he's 2 under through 14. He bogeyed 10 and 11, and he's birdied 13 and
Chairman Mao.
14.
The chairman doesn't like that shot. Yeah, that's going back. It's going bankways. Oh. Whoa.
What are you What are you most excited about potentially for the weekend, Tim?
I think what I'm most interested in is this is the most non-American leaderboard in a major that I can remember in the last decade.
But what
And
do
I
you
think
mean? I see so many Americans. What are you talking about?
They're all at 7.
Yeah, like you look
It's no Americans, and then it's
or Smalley and Goddard.
Smalley and Mavra and Goddard up. What do you like?
But you have a ton of international contingent in and European players in this.
and outside of Matsuyama, it's all like jabroni guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tim's. It's the guys that who is it? An Ogilvy or Camilla? Who's the captain for
Ogilvy.
Ogilvy.
Yeah, looking good.
Cuss has the Bryson sads.
The Bryce, he didn't even pick him this week, though. He should be pretty pumped up about Rom. I'm surprised he hasn't.
I'm happy
mentioned
to
his
see
name
Rom
yet.
play. I'm very happy to see Rom play well, but I didn't want to see Bryson come out here and play like this for the 2nd straight major. That's ugly.
Rom winning would be like pretty freaking jokes. That'd be a great story.
Rory got what happens to me at Brunello. False fronted.
What happened to Garrick today? How's he doing?
Did he go?
Yeah, not he go.
Higo is currently 6 over for the day, 5 over for the tournament.
Oof. Okay.
So it's not going well for him. Bud Colley's making a move here. Didn't see that coming.
No.
What about Siwoo Kim, boys?
Oh, yeah. Siwoo's at 2 under now. Oh, here he is, right here. But now he has to play the tough side.
Yeah, everyone's got to play the stupid tough side.
Puck Eater's been just moving through the gears, going through the tough
It's
side.
a little too early because there's so many guys who can still, there's a handful of guys who can fall up or move up. So it's like a 50-50 coin flip that we get a Cam Scotty pairing tomorrow, though. But we're either getting Cam Scotty or Cam JT because he's bordered by both of them in the clubhouse.
Okay.
And Rom could be, if Rom gets to 3, he could be like with Cam Young potentially too.
Rom could play in. I mean, there's a lot of permutations. This is usually a conversation I'm having with you guys in 2 hours, so I'll shut up about that.
A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Did you
a lot
have
of
to
what
go?
have yous.
Did you have to go play golf to take your mind off the Chargers' schedule?
Oof.
It's really like personally in terms of things I want to do with it. It was a dreadful schedule, and from a professional competitive standpoint, it's as dreadful as it gets. I'm curious what that phone call's like if they want me to make it.
I mean, don't.
But like I'm
pedal.
convinced, I can't imagine. Like I would love to hear the phone call.
I mean, you revised your win total this morning, 5 or 6 wins down.
Oh,
from the
Tim,
11
I think
last
if the
night.
season's going well, I just want to take some games off. I don't even think it is.
That was not a good shot from Aldrich.
I don't even understand how that could be approved, to be honest.
I don't
If people
understand
don't know what we're talking about. The Chargers have by a definitive margin the worst rest disparity in the league. There's teams that will get like 5 weeks more rest than the Chargers this year, and they play in the same league.
Yeah, it's preposterous. Then you say you play 3 out of 4 weeks, where your opponent is coming off.
We play the Rams, and we play the Rams in Houston back to back. They're both off buys.
Poosh.
Going to be putting for Eagle. I didn't realize he was playing with Potgieter.
Someone just wrote, "Why can I not stand Goddard?" As someone that hates players for a variety of reasons, I don't know. He seems like at least neutral Goddard. Like, how is he hateable?
I know why. If you were just to look at him, it's the fucking chain. So my wife made 2 observations watching this with me for like 30 seconds today. One,
sometimes the wives make the best observations when they have no puzzle pieces about these guys and they just see them.
Well, it was a Goddard interview. Like, what is going on with that guy and why is he wearing that awful chain? And then 2, she asked if Marty Smith was powered by AI. Like, he does seem like a robot person. He has perfect posture. He's super stiff, and he takes really long, abbreviated pauses before he asks another question.
I haven't noticed that.
Like he's trying to load it up.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll
leave the chat now. I don't want to. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't know what's my situation. Might be they might as well send me to Australia.
I was going to say, be careful what you wish for. I think you'd rather have the Australia schedule now.
Yeah, Australia you could recover for in like a week and a half, and you just hope to not go like 0-3, right?
But you're being punished for not going to Australia.
I'm just worried I'm going to do this, whatever. Maybe, Tim, if they succeed this year, give them a trophy. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
Heat Satsuni might be the guy who goes full Keegan here.
Ugh.
Should we talk about Lowry on 17 today or what?
Yeah, guy could find water on Mars.
It was like a duff.
I've hit that shot.
I'm sure many members there have.
You know, I am familiar with his par 3 shot.
That was, it was shocking.
What would you have set the odds this week that a pro went into that water? Not
there, like plus 800,000.
Oh, Rory's gonna putt this up the hill. Oh boy, he tried this earlier. Actually, turned out pretty well.
You haven't seen a lot of that today or yesterday.
Rory's been
putting from off of the green.
Where do you Oh man,
par 5.
Potgieter in like a couple years is going to be a problem, eh? Might be a problem this weekend, but
what is?
Saying Potgieter just like in 3 years he might be like almost as good as anyone on earth.
Well, he's the age that Spieth was, and Spieth won the Masters. Like,
yeah,
if you got it, you got it.
Look, listen, Potgieter, Smalley, and Jaeger are 1, 2, 3 in putting right now. Like that's just, and none of them are good putters. It's just not. It's good on them if they can keep it up for 4 rounds. Just statistically, it's just not going to happen. Like they're not really making shots. They're just hitting it to 25 feet and making them all.
Like I assume that Scheffler is still the favorite, being 3 strokes back.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't have pure confirmation.
Yeah, he
on
is
that.
the favorite.
He should be.
I don't even think there's anyone within half of him. Maybe Rom got there because of
Hideki?
his
I
recent-
would guess it's probably Cam Young would be second.
Well, is Rom's going to the back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to the back.
he's on the par 5 right now though. Rom's third.
Come on, Bryson.
Scotty's at 4-1. Cam Young's at 9-1, and Rom's also at 9-1.
This close,
Are you-
Bryson.
What do you do you say you're cheering for Bryson to do what?
Hit a nice shot here from the rough on 10.
He's got what? How far behind? How many shots does he have to make?
He probably needs to shoot 5 under on the or 4 under on the back to get in.
No, he needs to shoot 5 under. He's
Yeah.
+9. He needs to get to +4, and +4 should do it. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Aora.
I guess I don't know if you want to time us up so I can. I think I'm a little behind you. I'm just going to pause. you for a
Aora just chipped in.
Yeah.
Angel, or do you think it's just Angel?
I think it's on hell.
No, let's just say Angel. Joe Dirt up on the screen there.
Yup.
Ricky Fowler.
Not looking happy, but that shot he flared it.
No, Pendrith just bogeyed to go back to +1.
Rory is putting off the green
We've
on the
already-
main now.
Yeah,
for
but he's-
people who are
but
watching.
He's lining up his putt on this.
I know.
other
I was just
feed.
doing that for
Yeah.
synchronization.
So why don't you tell us what's happening on? Let me know when Rory's ball stops for you. Okay, Jeff?
It already did.
Oh, so you weren't behind us at all. Now we're behind. Oh God.
No, I didn't change anything. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but you said
I was always.
you said that you were behind.
Sorry, I'm ahead. By like I'm ahead of you
Oh,
by
you
like
meant ahead?
seconds. You just tell me when.
That was a bad putt.
World Championships.
See, Spieth is walking it off.
Rory
here.
missed his putt.
Potgieter's about to hit it.
You just tell me when Puck Eater hits it.
Okay, now
Okay, we're good.
don't worry, he'll make this putt for birdie.
That was an okay pitch.
Was it?
Okay,
Wasn't
given
really-
he was coming out of the rough.
It wasn't really a pitch. That was more of a flop.
You see JT's flop from basically on the green today?
I did not know.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Tim, you got to cheer for Puck Eater. PXG's first major.
I like Potgieter. I think he would be a great story if he won.
He would be a really good story. Here he is lining up his
And
putt. on
would
the
be
other field.
and would just be rocket fuel to that international Medina team that I think is going to win.
Why do you care about the international team?
I'd like to see them win.
They're not going to win.
No, they're not going to win. I'll tell you why. I'm not going to be annoying about it, but I watched Fiorik's press conference. Like, as Fiorik's been a President's Cup guy, and he's going to he's going to be bringing like continuity
He's
to the
not the
two
President's Cup
events.
captain. He's not the President's Cup captain.
No, it's Snedeker.
Yeah, Sneds is.
He just won. He's going to pick himself.
He's
That's how the internationals could win.
No, Tim, they want to build more like continuity between the two events and the captains to not be so independent of each other. And with that, like the US is going to be locking in for like Ryder Cup. Everyone has got like Scotty Scheffler's playing on NBC in the President's Cup, I promise you.
Well, just wait then. If that's the case, if Luke Donald gives all of his statistical information over to Ogilvy, they have no chance.
Well, he is actually. I watched the
teach-
Donald one, and he said not so much Ogilvy, but he's really, really like been one of his best friends is Camila Villegas, who's an assistant, and he's been asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, well,
But they don't have the talent. Like you can't do this.
They
It's
went
not gonna
5-0
work.
in at the President's Cup.
Oh
last
my
time
God!
on
So
the
they
deck.
suck in
And
foursomes
lost by,
versus
6
Europe
points.
means they're gonna get They're gonna like. What do you? Oh, you're not being fair.
Shocker.
By thinking one side of a tournament with all professionals could win, you're right.
No, but
Have
you're.
they ever won?
Yeah, once.
It's
Was
your
it like South Korea
confidence
or
how
something?
well they
Australia.
can win.
Oh, wrong.
Oh.
Missing short birdies.
Ooh.
Oh, McCarthy missed a short one too.
Like you're way too confident they can win.
Okay.
But I think it'd be great if it's like I'm cheering for them. I think unless I bet a washer or dryer on America. See if we need a new appliance at home. this summer or something.
Kenny might be joining us on the show. He says he's drunk.
Oh, Kenny's in one Friday afternoon. Let's go, Kenny.
He's Ubering home from the course right now. He too played.
I play tomorrow.
What do you think you're gonna? What if you had to set the line on your score? Your first full 18. What would you say?
Well, first full 18 there.
There, yes, at a real course.
96
Okay, you should probably put it like a half on there somewhere.
and a half.
96 and a half. You can go over under.
I think I'm going to hit a lot of 3 woods tomorrow.
Sick chip, Bryson.
Oh, you can tell his wrist is bothering him.
Oh yeah. So you got all the excuses in the world for Bryson now.
Just saying, I think it bothers him. That's all.
He doesn't seem to be holding it or
It's
anything.
no different than like a part-time accountant who's going to play in the U.S. Open.
All right. You behave yourself.
Like I'm shocked they didn't give us a head-to-head this week.
All
with
right.
Bryson and Kern.
Well, Kern is in.
Yeah, Kern's gonna beat him.
Good for him.
Guy was. On
I can't wait
fire.
till he plays great tomorrow and Jeff hates him.
Who, Kern? No,
Yeah.
I don't. What did Blocky finish?
5 over
Yeah,
par. So
but
it's very
Block's-
unlikely he's going to make it. Blocky
You
was in the
think he's
worst of the
going
worst
home,
weather
or
this
you
morning.
think he's hanging around for at least 30 seconds of a TV interview? What do you think?
Oh, he's got autographs to sign.
Yeah, exactly. You know what, though? I'm not kidding. He
caddy
actually probably does have some corporate hospitality shit to do that he's going to get paid decent money for.
He might go caddy for Kern on the weekend.
Oh, JP Shaughnessy in the chat is asking who can't win this weekend.
Who can't win?
Yeah, someone in the top 10.
I would say Cameron Young.
Why are
Yeah.
you doing that?
I would say he can't win this.
Why? What do you mean?
That's good news for you, Jeff.
No, but doesn't feel authentic. Like, what are we talking about? The range
I don't see it.
Alex Smalley is currently. Stephen Yeager is currently in third place.
Yeah, but I would write some of these guys off completely. Like I would write Smalley. Well, not so much Smalley. Smalley actually played pretty good.
now
But I would write Yeager off.
So
Smalley could go full right.
You heard about him yesterday.
I watched his golf. I watched almost all of his round today.
Smalley's last month, at least like my perception, he's played really solid a lot and sort of like writing.
They did bring up again on the broadcast how happy everyone would have been yesterday for him to finish tied for the lead. If you had bet Scheffler first round leader and it was a 7-way chop, would you have lost money by winning that bet?
No, because his first round leader I think was like 20 to 1. So you would have got paid like 2.5 to 1 on it.
Okay.
Oh, here's Neiman.
Rory looks happy.
Rory's just chilling.
What
having a
Neiman
protein
do?
shake. They're held up on whatever tee it is. Just
There should be benches at every
Have
No,
tee.
you
he's just
bought
sitting
any
on the
new
grass.
equipment yet this year? Even if
Pardon
you haven't
me?
played?
What did you say?
Have you bought any new equipment yet, even
No.
though you haven't played?
I have not.
my new irons arrived.
Oh, they must. That's one of the Pat. New irons is the equivalent of when we were like younger and got like a new PlayStation, like when we're teenagers. Like that's like a kid getting your Nintendo. That's like the grown-up version of it. I think.
I'd like to get those race car irons.
Oh my
Justin Rose putting them to good use.
They look really cool.
Yeah, I got OEM TaylorMade P770 irons with steel shafts. Is what this receipt says, Jeff.
They're probably glowing.
I was hitting them well. We'll see how it goes in real life.
Have
There's
you-
your boy, David Pouge. Why does he look like a heroin addict?
He's just skinny.
He even has like
He kind of
weird-
looks like Charles Schwartzel.
Yeah, but Charles Schwartzel has good. He has those chompers, real white chompers.
He does have big chompers.
As Cam said,
He
he'd be
just
something to
looks like he's
corn on the
hasn't
cob
fully
eating podcast.
developed yet. Which is kind of scary for how far he hits the ball.
Is he in the water? Where the hell did he go?
I don't know. Fireballs.
And what happened to Neiman when you were watching him on one of those fancy feeds?
He was just hitting an approach from the rough.
I haven't seen any of his shots today.
So my irons have arrived for my trip to Utah, Jeff, but my driver and 5-wood are not in yet. So I'm hoping they show up in the next few days. I have a QI 40. Oh, it's printed in 40.
Oh,
Watch out for Bryson 3D clubs. I got a 4D driver. So I bought that driver, and I got a 5-wood of the same make.
Neiman,
I bought a new bag today too, Jeff. I'm just on fire. If I could win some money, that would be nice. Instead of
I
just
could use a
buying
new
new
bag, but I
cupcakes.
just like my bag so much. But it's
I
so
hate
old.
my bag. I have like one of the bigger cart bags because I figured when I heard cart bag, I didn't think like, because I'm an idiot, that when I thought cart, what are you?
That he's over in the reception area.
Who?
I don't know who.
Someone's by the taco truck over here. Or are they just showing that?
Why would they show that?
Because there's a taco truck on this guy's lawn. It looks like they're having a wedding.
Oh, you thought cart bag meant something other than it's like for the golf cart?
I didn't realize they meant power cart. I thought they meant like walking cart.
A push cart.
Yeah, like a push cart. Oh, Siwoo. Oh, I had to get up.
He wasn't even able to take a stance there.
Just let the man smoke cigs on camera.
Why wouldn't they show where Siwoo's ball finished?
It just finished in that like little gully area.
Yeah, but it looked like it might have even gone to
Bryson!
the rough.
That's for par.
Still, what a great pitch in.
Yeah,
That's how it starts.
he's lighting it up.
That's
now.
how birdie on 9, pitching on 10. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I can't tell. I've known you for a long time now, Tim. I don't know if I still think sometimes it's a bit.
I like Bryson. I like Bryson. I like to see him do well.
Do you hit like or subscribe to his stuff?
No.
Someone had just
Okay,
asked
so
me what's the
that's a
personal issue with
universal
Bryson.
thing
I actually
for
have
you.
no issue with Bryson. It's just him. All you ever fucking talk about is Bryson, how good he is. And ever since you started doing it, he sucked.
His YouTube page is awesome. I really enjoy it.
But you've also picked a vendetta against Rory.
Yeah, you're
I don't have no vendetta.
Ever since you became pro Bryson and anti Rory, Rory's won 2 Masters.
I do feel like you kind of have to take a side.
I don't think that you do.
I've
They
never
take a
heard
side.
I'm so deep into golf, I never thought there was like a side there.
Someone just said, you realize most American courses don't allow push carts. Is it common in Canada? I would say it's common everywhere in the world besides fat United States.
Hold on. What do you mean they don't allow push carts?
Of course they do.
I mean, I've walked courses in America.
Maybe
before.
he thinks when you say push carts, you mean like driving carts, and he's misunderstanding you.
No, I don't know.
Everywhere allows push
I
carts.
I don't know what the people make of this, but I signed up for the season's pass of the motorized push cart.
I got no problem with that.
The motorized. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have the motorized one too. It just kind of walks next to me. It's awesome.
Yeah.
There are 15,000 steps on the course.
The thing about when I golf, I've only got enough steps to get me through the round. So I don't have the steps to like go across the hole every time and help people look for balls every time.
Tim, I'm the exact same. My friends know. I'm sorry,
If you're
guys.
near me,
I like to walk.
I can help.
Oh, I would prefer no one help me look for my ball.
Well,
I don't like
common
it.
courtesy.
No.
If you're walking with me, sure.
Yeah.
You don't need to come over and if I can't find my ball, then I can't.
but it
find
is etiquette that, particularly if you're around the green and somebody's looking, you are supposed to go and assist them.
No, I know what Tim's saying, and I
You know,
would
you
like to
get
help
long,
my
you get
friends,
left
but
or right.
sometimes I've only got so many. I want to
I got
walk.
enough steps to get me
I
through.
don't want to cart. I don't want to be dead on the. I just sometimes can't come help you because I don't have it.
I got enough steps to get me through.
But I got like our friend who's like the best golfer. He uses like this little carry bag, and he's always helping people look for balls.
A Sunday bag.
Well, I pull up. I mean, as you guys know, Underdog just gives me like $2,000 worth of balls every year. So I don't really, if they're in the woods, like I'll look to see if it's playable. But I'm not going into the woods to find a ball. That belongs to the course now. I was playing with this old guy the other day who insisted looking for my balls. I was like, leave it alone. I don't care. He's like, oh yeah, those are worth $5 a piece. I was like, I'll give you.
Guess what, Pat? He's going back later to find them.
He was slowing up our round.
Some people are like manically obsessed with golf balls.
I don't get it.
I get it, but I don't share.
I wasn't getting free balls.
I get it, but I don't share the same mania.
Which is really strange. You have so many manias.
I agree.
It's funny
I'm glad
that's not one of them.
I'm glad it isn't. I don't need any more.
I'll take a picture once or twice this summer. It'll be like late at night. I'll be at the club for like dinner, and there's the same two old men that'll be like fishing balls out of like a creek.
This guy says a lot of courses don't allow push carts. That's wild. There's a couple courses around here that don't allow electric carts. You have to walk.
I don't know. That's what is it? Because of like the stigma of the push cart? Like, just help me get it.
No, like at Cabot, unless you're handicapped, they do not offer.
That's right. You have, unless you have a handicap, you have to walk.
I've never been any golf course without that doesn't offer push carts.
Your course,
you can have a push cart there. You can't have an electric cart.
No, I'm saying to the person who's made the comment. I've never in Toronto. I've never been to a course that doesn't at least offer push cart. If that's what you want.
Your course hosted the Canadian Open 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
I played Pinehurst and I walked it. I played Hazeltine. I walked it with a push cart.
Yeah.
Does that mean you can't walk it or you can't use push cart?
Like there is one course around here where you have to take two courses like local to us where you have to take an electric cart because it's so big.
It's like a kilometer or so between holes.
Yeah, like it would take you 35 minutes to walk.
What's the other one? I can think of one. What's the other one?
The Highlands.
Oh, okay. That's not near us, but
it's like 5 hours away. But
sure, that is. I have heard that about the Highlands. I played there.
I think the entire.
But some of these newer courses are on like cow pastures. And you're like crossing streets to get to like the next tee box.
We do that.
Yeah, in our course, you walk through the neighborhood that it's in.
Yeah, you do cross the street twice. Once to that loop and one back from that loop.
Mav made another birdie.
You do that at Northumberland too, but you sort of go under a tunnel.
Mav birdied number 1.
Did he?
So he's at 4 under.
I mean, his chipping and putting prowess is coming into play.
Have you guys had the conversation yet?
About what?
If Mav wins, like the level of credit Tim will give himself.
Oh yeah, but this is Tim. I think has forgotten he has chosen Maverick McNeely to win the Open Championship.
Yeah, I picked him on our December show.
Yeah,
but then wouldn't you be able to be like, I see, like he won a major this year, like you would need
really
some
haven't brought it up
for
for a
that,
reason.
right?
There's a reason I haven't been bringing it up. Let's just let it lie.
There's no way you ever sit on preemptive credit.
Sometimes I do.
So in the chat says that they won't let you walk the course on the weekend around me anywhere in Pennsylvania. This guy says some courses have you drive to keep it moving. From my experience, players in carts are slower than people who walk.
Yeah, the only reason to require carts are like we mentioned when there's like massive gaps between holes.
Yeah,
that's Andercust shot. That's insane.
Yeah, it just rolled right off.
Yeah.
There's Min Woo. But yeah, I find because usually if people are walking, they're just better golfers. I find.
And like if you're in a cart, you're more inclined to like look
for balls, fuck around, be
Yeah.
on your phone. Like you get to the ball. Like I'll like a lot of the times
The
I'll play in
best
the
golfers at my club, Pat, like they 100%, unless they're like older gentlemen now, they all walk.
Yeah. Like all the best people I play with
Stands
all
to
walk.
reason.
They
And all the-
all walk.
like,
Like the
walk.
guys that are so serious, the guys that are like, gonna think they can win club championship, they all walk always.
I don't even find it's that. Like I find that when you're in a car, like even when me and Adam played in Florida, like I was smoking a vape more. I was on my phone more. Like if I'm walking the course,
Podgeeter just gave one back.
Yeah.
But for club events, you have to take a cart.
Really?
Like the club
Like
championship.
member guests. Yeah, there's like
Really?
a pace of you have to take a cart. Yeah.
I
Club
know.
championship you can walk, but like the team club events, like member guest, mandatory carts.
I can see that's sort of like a scramble though. Like the course is just packed. They want to keep people.
And in
But
part,
you're
you
also
want
like
people
not starting on the first hole, Pat.
That's
Like,
it. You
you have to take,
somebody.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you have to start on 16, you're not walking.
and you
out.
can have your next match start like totally somewhere else. So you have to be able to like move around and
Yeah.
stuff.
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
But
there
I
are
know-
circumstances where it makes sense.
But I know in our club championship, I don't believe you can take a cart. I think you have to walk.
unless
Holy
you
shit,
have a
I didn't notice Harris English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
birdie,
started,
birdie.
He started out horrible, and here he comes.
Did the opposite of Smalley on 1, 2, and 3. That bunker, whoever that is the death bunker of this course. The one on 10 on the right hand side.
Holy shit.
Who is that? Standing in the bunker on 10.
Keith Mitch, no. Right there?
Yeah, who's that?
I don't know. It's Spieth, isn't it?
Is it? That's the bunker that Rose couldn't get it out of, and that's
yeah,
that
10
Tigala rinsed it from. That is a death bunker. to
Brooks,
get to.
Xander, and Spieth are on 10.
Yeah, Spieth's, and he's
So
close.
Spieth,
He's
yeah.
close to the lip.
Yeah,
too.
that is the worst, one of the very worst spots on the golf course.
I know he said it on the show before, but he actually tweeted it out today because I remember asking him. Michael Kim said that he can watch what all the putts are doing on TV, but he's not allowed to write down what they do and bring it
What
on.
does that mean?
Like he can watch the morning wave and hey, if the putt's from here, it breaks right, it breaks left, but he's not allowed to write it in his book to bring out on the course.
Another President's Cup.
See, if I was really good at golf and was on,
Couldn't
the
you
PGA
make
Tour,
a? But
I would
couldn't
just have
you?
you as
I
my.
guess memorize it.
That's it. I'd have you as my caddy.
Yeah.
Memorize all the shots.
Yeah, that I would just be able to memorize. I have one of those types of memories. I could just absorb.
But couldn't you just create some like cheating code, like Morse code in your?
But it would be then you would be cheating.
Okay, yes. But I'm saying
So,
like
like-
it breaks right. You know, like you don't
Just
have to
remember.
write it, but you could use some like.
Pendrith.
Okay.
That's easy. Just remember.
This guy, Shaughnessy pointed out, cart path only with my slice is a disaster. That's also if it's
Cart path
cart
only.
takes way
You
longer.
may as
Oh,
well
yeah.
if you No.
90
Never.
degrees. I actually think that almost every golf course should be 90 degrees.
Well, if it's raining out, they just want to keep you off like that.
I
sort
get
of
it.
weight off. Of
I would rather them just suspend carts, except for people who absolutely need them when it rains, rather than cart path only.
But that ends up becoming. Like, I mean, remember when we played with fucking Pat Falloon or behind him? Were you with me?
No, I was not
That
with you.
fucking guy. was
I heard about
terrible.
it. I heard about
He
it.
was in his cart, and no matter slice or hook or whatever he was hitting, it took him a good 5 minutes to walk from the cart path to his ball every single fucking time.
I'll aim to the cart path when I'm if it's cart path only and I'm somehow even in a cart.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's dumb. That's dumb, right? I get why you're doing it, but like that shouldn't be the way one plays golf.
I don't care. I don't want to walk.
I know, no, I understand why you're doing it, but like you should be free to play the shot you want to play, not like feel a compulsion.
To be honest, I can't even remember the last time I took a cart in cart path only. Like that just seems like the most minus EV move alive.
Agreed.
Spieth didn't hit it in the water. This is Shoffley for bogey now.
I'm not sure where Spieth hit it though.
He's just in the rough off to the right.
That's
He
not
made
very
sure he wasn't hooking it into the water. Taylor says, I'm in Colorado. There's some courses that would be impossible. Yes, we mentioned that. There are some courses that require you because of length or elevation, whatever it might be. But I would say that like 90% of courses.
Absolutely. Probably higher than 90%. Probably 95% of courses.
I'm sure there's some in Florida that are like, yeah, we just don't like people walking.
Or it's just too hot.
True.
And there are alligators everywhere. You laugh. Nothing. Every single day in Florida, gators are just walking across greens and walking across courses. Those things can move. Alligators can move.
Are you going to go up and fucking pet the alligator?
Depends.
Well, I mean, I see people on TV. They like
That one guy did that once because he was from Florida and he's a crazy person.
exactly from Florida.
As team captain, could Tim implement a walk/push cart only rule? I've been begging for it. I would love to walk during the tournament. I would get far less fucked up on the course.
I would be fine with that, but that's just not a argument that-
I've been downvoted every year.
just there are people for whom
I would
Walking
never
means-
in that event vote for the walking.
well, if I'm walking, I don't have 2 cup holders for my beverages, which is
I
why people need that
Or to be able to duck off somewhere for a little bit.
or that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
To
You
avoid
can't
some other
play that without a cart, especially on unless you have like the whole property to yourself all day.
Particularly the day where we played the 2 rounds.
And then it's a test of stamina.
Well, again, yes, but
Good for our team.
some people can barely make it through 1 round where they have to go actually have a nap.
Who
That happened last year.
did it?
It wasn't particularly because of the golf, but they had to have a nap post round.
Well, I had to have a nap, but that was me.
You were one of those people.
Yes,
you were not the only one.
But that I was tired, Jeff, because I played round 1 and then didn't get to sleep that night, and then played round 2 when I was seeing 4 balls at once, and then I had to go to sleep after that round.
Yes,
It happens.
that happened.
Partied a bit too hard.
Look, I think one year, if we're looking for people, Geoff would be great to invite to this tournament.
Jeff, you want to come on our Ryder Cup golf trip? You can
mean,
hang
I
out with a
wouldn't-
bunch of people who all know each other that you don't know outside of me and Gust.
And Butts.
And
He spent a week with Butts.
I guess if they watch the stuff, they might know me, but yeah, I wouldn't know them. And after I miss a 5-footer to have a hole, they won't want to know me.
oh,
He knows-
don't worry about that.
And he knows Jared. So he knows 4 people already on this trip.
You would be, of the 14 people on the trip, I'd say that you would come in power rank 7th
That's about right.
with the ability to be better.
Yeah.
There's some bad people, Jeff.
Oh,
Bad.
Oh, there's a couple of people. One of our friends said the other day in the golf thread that his main strategy in golf is just to keep the ball in play.
Which then he said he was not accomplishing.
He's
He also, Jeff, as my against Cust, as my scramble partner, he went up and played my ball on the green before I got there. I asked him what it did. He told me he forgot after he misses the putt of what it did at the hole. And then he asked whether the next putt was uphill or downhill.
that question was asked.
That's
bet you
pretty
you know
good.
that.
Side
Man,
note,
Does this go up?
is
or
the
down?
broadcast like really slow? Like, oh,
I think
don't
they're
know.
so backed
Is the
up they don't know
broadcast,
what
like
to do.
mid.
I think the broadcast is pretty good, honestly.
How is the app for this tournament?
Couldn't
So
they just
I
be
was going to
showing
tweet this
more
out, but
shots?
I took so much heat for saying that the Masters app was shitty from random people. I think this app is better than the Masters app. It's far more up to date, and it doesn't bog you down with videos every time you open up a screen. Oh, Neiman,
Neiman. That's very right.
it's fine. It's par 5.
Yeah, but like those are the holes you got to be scoring on.
Sure, you can still have.
That's
Okay,
extremely
and
short-sighted
Tim,
out of the hay.
congratulations on Casey Jarvis making the cut.
Yeah, your boy.
Hey, look, as many international people as can get seen by Mr. Ogilvy, the better.
K-Jarv.
I know Jeff believes these
Do you
guys.
have
are all-
Rico Hoy on the team, Tim?
if he won a PGA event this year, I'd probably have him on. I have Echeverria on the team.
God,
He won.
this team is going to be. This is what you said about
This
Tree
team's
last
gonna
year.
beat America?
Yes, I
I
do.
don't understand.
These are all pros that like the whole world doesn't believe in, and this team went 5-0 last year, and I saw it 2 years ago.
Riley said that I agree that people who walk are better, but the people who are slow, mainly in tournaments, are the worst. I agree. Like, I don't care how good or bad you are, just don't be fucking slow.
I agree. To jail.
And you can spend time, like spend 20 seconds over the ball, do your little routine. Just be ready to hit when it's your turn.
Yes.
Don't stand there. See, that's another thing that Jeff, our friend who doesn't know whether it's going uphill or downhill, does all the time. He is never ready to play.
No, never.
He's on his phone, or he's smoking a cig, or he's yelling at the group behind us. Man, I gotta know what the score is.
Yeah, that's
He's
happening.
very concerned about every other group and what the score is. at
concerned
all
about
times.
everything except for striking the golf ball.
Can I tell you something which I think might be a problem for me in like the next month?
What?
And it's ruining and just as I was telling you guys how I like the time before a round, like I like the loitering around the club or whatever. It dawned on me today. Everyone that I'm like seeing for the first time, like my friends at the club, I haven't seen them since September, October.
Oh, McNeely in the lead.
Wow. And Tim, these people, I'm seeing them for the first time since the Blue Jays lost.
Oh no, okay.
So everyone just wants to talk about it or just tell me about like the picture of seeing me on TV. And this is the time where I'm enjoying before I play that I was
That's
telling you
awful.
about. So it's being ruined for me right now.
Well, like I would say every 10 times I'm at the gym and TSN is showing their top 10 or top 20 shows, you come on my TV. You're a mainstay on that TSN.
How often does Jeff come on your TV?
Stop.
He appears on my television at the gym once a month. It's terrible. I feel bad
Right?
for you.
Isn't it terrible?
It's
Well,
terrible. I
is
feel so
it
bad
terrible?
for you.
Seems great.
You know, you will be known in posterity forever
Oh.
as that guy
The sad
Who's
dugout guy.
laying prostrate on the dugout.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I mean, there are worse things. You're not Bartman.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not like guy who falls over, rows, and like his ass is showing or something.
You're not George with the hot fudge sundae all on his face. Like you're not that guy, but you know, it's not probably what you want to be remembered for 100 years from now, and you will be. And that's like, I can't give you cold comfort on that. It's just the truth.
Oh God, you're right, Tim. Maybe it's like so iconic. Maybe it'll become so iconic that when the Jays, like in their next era of being good in like 25, 30 years from now, they'll like trot me out as like the old man.
They
as
might.
an old man.
They'll at least do a special like before, like they'll invite you on the World Series parade or something.
Maybe they'll let you throw out the first pitch.
Oh man, yeah.
Would you, Kate?
I'd be honest. At this
could
point in
rig
my
it,
life,
we
I'd
could
be
throw
pretty
out a first
nervous
pitch.
to do it.
I would love to throw out a first pitch, and I would throw a strike. How would you do it?
I mean, I would throw it towards the plate, but it would look like the one that Kanye threw.
No,
50 Cent. That would not be. I mean,
you could like loft it in there, but you wouldn't be like 15 feet left.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be George W. Bush, but it wouldn't be the worst. It would be closer to the worst than the best. I'm not taking the rubber. I'll tell you that.
You know who's like firmly in this, Jeff?
Grazerman.
I was gonna say Cantlay can like make a little run here.
Yeah, I haven't talked about that.
He's just playing fairway green 2 putting. That's all. Which in this tournament you can get away with, because one of the days you'll start making the putts.
Yes,
but there's a few of those guys. Like, wouldn't English be kind of the same?
Sure, but it just
I mean, Brooks obviously just.
But I've just been following Cantlay. Like he's just hitting it to, like Brooks is kind of like sticking it and missing putts. His score should be way better than it is.
Novak
Cantlay's doing what Smalley and Potgieter are doing. He's just not making the putts.
And Novak has been horrendous this year, right?
For the most part, yeah, he's spiked a few times.
Well, good for him. He's like
the DeChambeau Ludwig Fowler group is 8 over in the past 5 holes.
I was surprised that Scheffler's group got put on the clock today.
They got put on the clock, but so did
and
Young and JT got put on the clock. And then they were blaming someone else.
JT was in the group, and
no, that wasn't the Scheffler group.
Okay,
that
JT
was the Keegan group.
So JT and Keegan were put on the clock, and they went bananas at the guy in the cart who put him on the clock, saying like, "It's not our fault, it's this." And the guy in the cart's like doing one of these, like a shoulder shrug, is like, "You're on the clock, pal."
Spieth bogeyed 1. Neiman has a birdie putt here, Jeff.
Yeah, he hasn't made anything all week.
This is like a 50-foot putt down a hill, so it's probably not going in, but
Neiman is doing what he does at majors. Going to finish like 30th.
Yeah.
It's his favoriteest thing.
Yeah.
Where's the hole?
I don't think he's at the U.S. Open, so he's going to have to go play in the qualifiers.
I feel like he will.
Unless he has enough OWGR points from this season.
Well, he doesn't. He's been terrible on live.
Like, who's getting that spot right now?
Lucas Herbert got the spot for his win last week.
At the U.S. Open? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Neiman's not in the top 100 in the world right now.
Well, there you have
some of these holes have like insane traffic jams.
Yes. They
certainly do. Like shot trackers stopped working, but it was literally just there was still a group ahead of the guy I was tracking that hadn't even teed off.
The downside to a golf tournament when the course plays really hard is that rounds are slow when golf is hard.
Additionally, this property is really, really small.
That doesn't help either.
So there's like shared tee boxes at some of the holes. I believe on 13, the tee box for 14 is right behind it.
That doesn't help either.
So you have to like
wait.
You have to wait until either they hit or they don't hit and let you hit your approach.
Exactly.
Shots. This guy says that Jeff's pitcher is frozen. It's not. It's just he's not moving much.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I just readjusted though.
Jeff is like Tony Dungy from SAS Wiki.
Potgieter's in big trouble now, no?
That wasn't a very good second shot. He's still in pretty thick rough.
Okay, so he could finish bogey.
Yeah. Then eyes turn to McNeely, see how he comes in. I really didn't think the lead was going to be like 1 stroke lower than it was yesterday, but it's
and McNeely gets to play the easy half.
He does.
That happened. That happened to Smalley too, and they started making bogeys.
Yeah, Smalley.
Bryce Fisher, 20 over.
Ooh.
It's better than Bryson.
Is that Ross Fisher?
Whatever happened to Ross Fisher?
I don't know. He was on the Ryder Cup team at one point.
I think he was older.
Okay, could be.
Someone just drained a heat.
That could be a game like name random Euro Ryder Cuppers.
Van de Velde.
Nikolai Kolserts was on the team once.
They changed the rules because of Van de Velde.
Why?
Because he was automatically in on points, and whoever the Ryder Cup captain was that year didn't play him until singles.
Does
Chairman
Chris Wood
Matt-
count?
Chris Wood. I don't know if Chris Wood was on the Ryder Cup team, was he?
I don't know. Chairman Mao needs to make birdie on 18 to make the cut. It's hanging on right now, though. Like right now, +3 is the number. It's T71 at +4.
Was Donaldson on the Ryder Cup team at one point?
Yeah, Jamie Donaldson
Yeah.
was, yeah. And so
Welshman.
So was Black Gallagher, Stephen Gallagher.
Andy Sullivan.
Andy Sullivan, yes.
And I guess does Danny Willett count as a random one
No,
time?
if you win a major championship,
I
you're
think
not random anymore.
I think he was on it twice.
Like Jimmy Walker was on the Ryder Cup team.
I think he's
Yeah,
been
but Jimmy
on.
Walker was like a perennial winner. That might be an overstretch, but
Oh, this is gonna be the par for Potgieter coming up.
Yeah.
Webb Simpson was on the Ryder Cup team.
Webb Simpson was like the number 3 player in
Webb
the world.
Simpson was on more than like probably 2 Ryder. He's probably on
Yeah.
3 Ryder
He was
Cup.
probably on the Ryder Cup team when he won the U.S. Open. In
That's the way I was
2010.
thinking. 12.
And then he was probably on 2 of them towards.
The Americans is harder to find. Like I feel like America is far less one and doneers than Europe has
Yeah,
had.
like
in the last.
you don't like Jeff Overton was on the team one year. Watney was on the team one year.
Yeah, Nick
Watney was
Watney.
good.
Weekly,
for
I
3
think, made
years.
a team.
Who?
Boo Weekly made a team, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Dub Points did though. Cam Smith. Oh,
Cardigan looks sharp. Must say.
One of JB Holmes or Da Points made the team.
Mac
I
used to.
think.
I'm pretty sure JB Holmes was on a Ryder Cup team at one point.
Oh, there was a time when JB Holmes
And
was
Ryan
good.
Ryan
Those
Moore
days-
made one. Didn't he have or maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm just thinking of him in his goofy outfits unrelated to the Ryder Cup.
Who? Woody Austin?
Ryan Moore.
Ryan Moore feels like he would have been on a team at one point. I mean, he definitely has been on President's Cup before.
But sometimes it's like Woodland's one year was a President's Cup year, so he never actually made a Ryder Cup team.
And he probably would have, but it got suspended by the extra year. Right, he would have been on the 2020 team, but that got postponed a year, so then he didn't get on the 2021 team.
Brett Wetterick in 2006.
That was a bad year. That was at the K Club where they lost by 1 million points.
Was it?
Yeah, 2006. Yeah,
Let's find some other one-off players. Vaughn Taylor made the team in 2006. JJ Spawn reeks of a one-time.
well, you win the
One-time
U.S.
order.
Open, you're going to make it. Yeah,
But
No, because like you said, Woodland made it in it's not a guarantee.
yeah, Webb Simpson was on the Ryder Cup 3 times.
okay.
And so was Mason Rudolph in 1971. He's a time traveler.
Mason Rudolph.
Who else? Kenny Perry was on.
Darren Clark was on once, I think, for the European team, maybe twice.
Jeff Overton won. Doesn't Andy North have 2 majors?
Yeah, he does.
He was only on the team the year I was born in 1985.
They probably didn't have like auto qualifiers back then.
Ryan Moore, 2016.
That was the comeback at what course was it? Was it Medina?
Here's a question for you, Jeff. How many Ryder Cup teams was Hunter Mahan on?
It was definitely on the 2010 one.
At
In
least
Wales.
2, I would think.
3. You mean
Yeah.
3 Ryder Cup teams?
He had a
Yeah.
huge loss at the big comeback. Come on, when Europe had Medina, he had a big loss.
16.
I
I
think.
just mention that.
Anthony Kim, 2008.
Would not be surprised if Hunter Mahan is a future captain.
JB Holmes has been on the Ryder Cup team twice.
Oof.
Russell Henley once. Max Homa once.
Homo was on last year's President's Cup, or 2 years ago President's Cup team.
Yeah,
too.
but he was on the 2003 Ryder Cup team. Herman has, after winning the Open, he had a spot. Ben Griffin, probably the last you've seen of Ben Griffin on the Ryder Cup team. Fred Funk only had 1. Harris English has been on 2. Duffner's only been on 1. That actually surprises me.
Yeah, that does surprise me.
He was probably very good
Oh.
President's Cup years.
Pooge. Long birdie to finish.
Here's an interesting one. Ben Curtis has been on one President's Cup team or one Ryder Cup team, but it was in 2008.
That's strange. Was Sean McKeel on the Ryder Cup team in 2003?
Doesn't seem
4?
No, he's not on here. Andy Beanflicker was on the team twice.
Make it no.
Berger was on the team once.
What's his name that won the British Open in 03?
Hamilton?
Yeah, Todd Hamilton.
No. No Todd Hamilton. From what I can tell. Wyndham Clark was on a Ryder Cup
Well,
team.
yes, of course.
Yeah, the 2003 and the 2023 and 2025 teams, bad back ends. A lot of like one time only.
Oh yeah, well, particularly the last Ryder Cup, it made no sense how big a favorite the U.S. team was. The European team had more talent. Like and I'm sure the U.S. will be favored in Rome, and like they're not as good. I don't understand it, but I mean that's neither here nor there.
You want to hear a fun Trump quote?
Sure.
It was from his thing in China. So did you talk to? How do you pronounce the Chinese?
Yes, Pat.
What? There's Cantley. So he finally made one.
There, you're right. He made the putt. He made the putt.
Just
Pat.
lingering. Did you talk to G about the cyber attacks he's done in the United States? I did. And he talked about the attacks that we did in China. You know, what they do, what we do. We spy like hell on them too. I told him we do a lot of stuff that you don't know about.
WAYFAIR mirror.
You know,
Yes.
you do bad things. I do bad things. We all do bad things. Don't worry about it.
That's a terrible, terrible end for Potgieter,
That's a
Yeah.
rough go.
especially after missing the two short ones on 1 and 2 as well.
How
Ricky
much
is a nice
longer
pitcher.
does he have his
Ricky made it,
job
Ricky.
for?
What's that? Sorry?
How much longer is Trump president for?
Until
So
2028.
January of 29.
Yeah, January of 29.
Yeah.
So like another 2.5 years essentially.
Yeah, he's so. I don't know. The tweets are getting crazier and longer.
Apparently, Ben Curtis was runner-up at the PGA Championship that second 2008.
That was a crazy PGA Championship.
Someone in the chat has asked if you're the world's #1 President's Cup fan.
I like the President's Cup.
You might be.
I even love the logo. I don't care what anybody says.
You might be the only person in the world who cares about it.
I love the logo. I love the drama of it. I think, I like an underdog. And the international team showed tremendous resolve last year when they could have just folded the tent.
What was the final score?
They lost by like 5 points, I think. But like,
Like it wasn't
like-
even close.
I don't know why I have to tell you this. You were there. We were on.
It was a
site.
great day. We had a great day. You made us
That
leave.
Friday.
There was a sweep happening, and we had to run inside to eat hamburgers. Remember?
I was concerned they were going to run out. And by the way, the sweep happened. So like,
Yeah, that was a fun day at the course.
it was a great day. Like, don't.
It was
tell me
awesome.
that-
It was also
See-
like a Friday afternoon in Montreal with beautiful weather. It was a party. It was a great sporting memory I'll have forever.
You treat the international team like it's like got Ray Floyd on it from last year's Masters.
Dude.
The President's Cup team is like remember in Sedma
Yes.
when Sedma's a hockey tournament. So they invite like AAA, AA, single A, B,
Mhm.
whatever it might be. But they would only have 3 levels of tournament. So if you played like double B or B, you had to play with all the A teams.
Yes.
That's like the President's Cup. That you're a
Tim,
double B team playing with the A team.
Let's look at it like as a hockey in the context of hockey. Let's, even if you want to say like America's the best in the world at hockey too, fine. They won the gold. The USA is USA. What country relative
the
to the
President's Cup team
international
like
hockey
Germany
scene
and-
would
I
you
would have
not-
said like the Czech Republic.
No, they could win.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. They're
Latvia.
not.
The scare, but in the end,
Yeah, lose 8-3 or something.
I think this international bashing is just ugly.
No. I think you have them overrated. I think you are grossly overrating the actual team and their chances to win. And I think Czech Republic is too kind to compliment.
Look, go through it. You have Hideki. You have Minwoo Lee. You have Adam Scott. You have Echeverria. You
and
have
if those guys
Hideko-
lose their matchups, those
You have
first two guys,
Hisasune.
they're dead.
You'd have Potgieter. You would have
You have a bunch of guys who are almost top 100 in the world.
Does Connors still keep his spot?
yes, you would have Connors and maybe Pendrith as well.
Who do you think is the top-rated international player in the world right now?
Matsuyama,
And what do you think he ranks?
14th.
17th. Who do you think is next after him?
Scott.
It's Siwoo at 22.
Siwoo, who I didn't mention. Siwoo, also an excellent
And
golfer.
then it's Minwoo at 31.
Okay.
Like, so for example, the guys that Minwoo is around in the world rankings, Kurt Kitayama, Mav McNeely, Ryan Gerard. If those guys were on the American Ryder Cup team, you'd be like, that team sucks.
That's a third team. That's like third
Yeah.
team USA. Right?
Well,
Maybe the fourth team.
Mav almost made the Ryder Cup team.
I mean, Mav is winning this tournament.
Yeah, so maybe he's not the right example.
But that's the level he's at. Like, no one bet Mav McNeely this week.
Nobody?
I'm sure there's someone in the world, Tim, with the fucking Mav McNeely.
Well, I thought he was going to win a major this year.
Not this one.
No, not this one.
You should have protected it. You should have put a few bucks on
Like, for example, Jake Knapp, it would be the fourth best player on the international team right now.
All right, well, I guess it'll just be a clean sweep the whole way through. They'll never win a point, I guess.
Don't recall anyone saying that. You're doing your sad, my argument makes no sense anymore.
I just think these are professional golfers, and it's not going to be. And the U.S. golfing team is in a bit of shambles, and we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do.
The international's only chance to win a President's Cup is when it's somewhere like halfway across the world. And the time
I
zones-
think it's their best chance.
And the time zones fuck up the Americans.
Australia, South Korea.
Africa, South Korea.
I would agree. I think Montreal was like the worst possible place for the international team
Oh yeah,
to host.
A Canadian President's Cup is just over.
Yeah.
Oh, Ludwig
I wonder if they ever finished that bridge
in Montreal?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
that they had promised would be finished well before the President's Cup. That wasn't even half finished.
Is there a specific email to send in Judge Cust inquiries, or just the standard Mayo Media one? It is the Mayo Media one. But if you have your question, you know what? This is a good time to go to break. We'll go to break. You got 5 minutes. Write your question in the chat, and we'll answer it for Judge Cust when we return.
Missed this.
I never realized how much a bad mattress was wrecking my sleep until I switched to Helix, especially now that getting a full night's sleep simply can't happen with the baby around. I used to wake up in the middle of the night overheating, my back would be tight in the morning, and every time my wife moved, it felt like an earthquake on the other side of the bed. Not that she could be Typhoon's tag partner, but it was a rumble from the other side of the bed. Now, completely different. I'm sleeping throughout the night, when I can, when the baby's not waking me up, and when I do wake up, I feel rested, and honestly, my sleep tracking greatly improved. The best part with Helix is how easy they make it. You take these sleep quizzes, it matches you to the right mattress based on how you actually sleep, and it just shows up at your door. No wandering around a mattress store for 3 hours pretending to know what medium firm cooling support means. And there's a reason Helix is the most awarded mattress brand out there. Once you sleep on one, you get it. Take advantage of the Memorial Day sale, the best of the web, by going to helixsleep.com/Mayo right now and get yourself 27% off your new mattress. Lately, I've been trying to make our outdoor space somewhere where we actually want to spend time, because for the longest time, it was just random plastic chairs, an old table, and my grill, which is actually quite nice, but no one wanted to go out there, so we barely used the patio. Then I went on WAYFAIR and found patio furniture that actually matched the look that I wanted. Well, what my wife wanted. Clean setup, comfortable seating, outdoor rug, proper lighting. Now, we're out there all the time. What I liked was how easy WAYFAIR made it to find the stuff that both fit my style and budget. The reviews helped a ton too. So, get prepped for patio season for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. WAYFAIR. Every style, every home. Starting something new is terrifying. Trust me, when I launched the Pat Mayo experience, there was a whole lot of, what if nobody listens? But I didn't care about that because it's me, and I have the utmost confidence, probably incorrectly, about myself most of the time. Sometimes, you just gotta take the shot. And if you're starting a business online now, Shopify makes it way easier than it was back then. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses worldwide, and they give you everything in one place: website templates, payment processing, inventory management, marketing tools, hell, even AI features that'll help write product descriptions and improve your product photos. Plus, that iconic Shop Pay button that has the best converting checkout on the planet. So fewer abandoned carts and more sales. Turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/PatMayo. That's shopify.com/PatMayo. With the warm months approaching, I'd rather spend my time planning a vacation than stressing about whether I can afford to do it or not. So I've been getting my finances organized now instead of waiting until the damage is done. Monarch is the personal finance app that tracks everything: accounts, investments, savings, goals, and spending. Get your first year of Monarch Core for half off, just $50 with promo code PatMayo. What I like about Monarch is it catches stuff before it becomes a problem. The AI recap flagged a spending spike for me, and the cash flow tool showed exactly where my money was disappearing every single month. Now, should I have known that when I was spending the money? Probably, but hey, when you're spending money, sometimes you forget things. Use code PatMayo at monarch.com to get your first year of Monarch Core half off at just $50. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code PatMayo. I've been trying to simplify my wardrobe just a bit, especially when it comes to what I wear every single day. I want clothes that are comfortable, easy to throw on, but since it's me, I still need to look sharp enough to be like, hey, that looks good. Because I need the approval of other people, as I know a lot of people do. That's why I've been wearing a lot more Quince lately. Their spring lineup is loaded with staples, linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34, soft cotton tees and pants that somehow feel relaxed, while still looking polished. And the best part? Quince cuts out the middleman, so you're getting premium materials for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Refresh your every day with luxury you'll actually use. Head to quince.com/mayo for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/mayo for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/mayo. Underdog's expanding the game. You already know their player picks. Pick higher or lower on player stats. Today, Underdog prediction markets are live in 25 states. Back your squad with spreads, handicap for closer game, or totals, higher or lower combined score, combined with player picks for bigger payouts. New customers play $5 on fantasy, get $75 in fantasy bonus entries. Code Mayo. Team picks, player picks, all on Underdog.
And we're back. Geoff, you there?
Yo, yo, yo.
We got some people that pump the stream with some Judge Cust inquiries. Ready?
Okay.
He's
got my wig.
He does have your wig on. That is true. Rory really hit neutral here. Not birdieing the par 5 is tough luck for him.
Good draw, though.
That's not hitting driver.
Weird.
So this guy is a plus 2.8 index.
Okay. He's a good golfer then.
So it's good. Signed up with my dad, a 9.1 index for a club member. Understanding a 10-stroke difference, we were fine to move down a flight to be able to play together. We spoke to the head pro who said that was okay and signed up immediately after the conversation. Upon the posting of the flights, the head pro did not properly place us in the proper flight and placed us in the flight under my dad's handicap. Pretty much everyone in our flight complained, and we were informed day one before the member we could not participate. We said we should be. Am I wrong for not going to my... Oh, no, that's a different one. There's people loading in multiple ones now. We said we should be able to play in our proposed flight due to no room, but we weren't able to because of no room. We were completely out of the tournament in its entirety. Additionally, we were only refunded 75% of our entry. And claimed we knew of the potential complications leading to a non-full refund. Am I insane for thinking we have been completely screwed?
You were completely screwed.
Absolutely.
Every part of that, you were done poorly. You should have been given a spot. You were promised a spot. Yeah, not a single part of that is justifiable.
That's horrible.
I'm rattled hearing that, and I'm rattled the club wouldn't accommodate, and then I'm rattled they wouldn't even give the full refund. None of that. None of that adds up. That seems so unfortunate.
A not full refund is a slap in the face.
Gotta say,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
couldn't
like
play. You were excited to play. These things usually happen on like midweek, right? Weekdays. So you make accommodation probably with your job
100%.
to have these days. Like, this is multi-layered, unacceptable.
There's 100%. You were completely done poorly.
this one's for Judge Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff, am I wrong for not going to my wife's cousin's wedding? Because 3 years ago at Thanksgiving, she said all we do is mooch off of her affluent family.
Okay, sorry, I need to connect the puzzles. So
what
she
the cousin said to
claimed all we do is mooch,
Yeah.
and then he said, "Why should we go to the wedding if all we do is mooch?"
Yeah.
Yeah, if the cousin had said that to you, and then
But
she
like, what
invited you,
do you mooch? Like, I guess if you've mooched off them, then isn't you have to do the respectful thing and go to the event they're throwing.
Yeah, mooch off them some more.
If you've taken advantage of them, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's
This guy-
annoying. You know what? You have to go unless it's their second wedding
Or a destination wedding.
or destination.
This guy says electric carts equal money. Push carts slow down play. Again,
Yes,
not-
that's very true. You'd be amazed at how much the cart rental fees, how bad the books would look for some of these properties without
Sure.
those car rental fees. You are
But
that's
I
100%
completely
true.
disagree that push carts slow down play.
yeah, they don't. They can in certain instances, like you mentioned, a member or something. I can
Where
see
they
it.
don't
Yeah,
allow
no,
you
they
to take-
can, I mean,
But by and large, no, they don't slow the game down. What are you talking about?
I guess if it's a bunch of 80-year-olds pushing around carts, sure.
Sure. Okay.
Although the 80-year-olds at our club
Are pretty spry.
They motor walking through the
If
courts.
you're in your 80s and playing golf a lot, you're probably significantly more active than a 50-year-old.
That's probably true. And if you're still able to play golf in your 80s, part of it is that's how you're getting your exercise.
100%. You're staying limber and active. Like,
Rom's playing from the other fairway.
yeah, hopefully he drew a good lie over
I
there.
think he hit it onto the other fairway.
Okay, that's not bad then.
Fairway finder to the right. Here's another one. My brother made fat jokes of me half my life growing up. I made a fat joke about his fiance and got uninvited from the wedding. Overreaction?
No, that's not an overreaction. You can't say that about his fiance.
No, you got to say it about him.
Exactly. If you said it about him, that's whatever. That's just playing the game and playing it hard. You can't start bringing the fiance into it. That's unacceptable. That's terrible form. No, sorry. You were wrong.
Do you know how much it is to buy a membership to a power cart at our club for the year? Guy told me this the other day. I had to guess.
1,500.
$2,200.
Oh,
say this again. For unlimited power carts is 2,200.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot. I paid like $350 for unlimited electric push cart.
if I bought my own power card, what would it cost me?
Ooh.
And then if I just paid whatever,
Yeah, but they wouldn't let you park it.
they
and
probably would
take
charge
care
me
of
like
it.
a $500 a year stabling fee.
What you need to do is be like our buddy LaBelle, who he bought the key to. He just bought a key to the pad. They're all like a universal key. So he just shows up at
That's
clubs and
awesome.
just puts it in and drives away.
Tim, we actually had a bit of a controversial thing at the club. And they gave people like they gave like I'd say a year and a half like notice that this is what we're going to do, because originally a lot of people own their own like electronic push carts and would leave it
I
there.
do. I store mine at the club.
Okay, right. So all these people store, and then there's all these people with like 15 different brands, 15 different chargers, and then they ran out of like space. So they pretty much created a rule that we're not storing anybody's, and we are going to bring them in ourselves, and you can rent them, and they have a pretty decent situation there.
No, you've got to grandfather in everybody who's already got a spot. You can forbid no new ones being added. You can also make it so that if you have to change your cart to a new cart, you no longer can do that. But as long as the cart you have is there and they've been accommodating,
It just
you,
created all
your
these
grandfather
problems. Like,
You know
all
what?
of a sudden someone's like charger power thing didn't work, and it may have been the thing malfunctioned or like I don't know. It just created more problems and things for the club. So
But
they
that will solve
streamlined
itself
it.
in time if you grandfather things in.
So as an update here, the cut is now +4. And guys still on the course at +3 are Keith Mitchell with 2 holes left. The Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown, not having a great day.
Mhm.
He's got 3 holes left. He's at +3. So is Noren and so is Fowler. And everyone is playing. No, Noren and Dan Brown are playing the front. Keith Mitchell and Fowler are playing the back. And then you also have Kota Kanito, who's on hole number 2 or 3 right now. He's at +3. And then the guys at +4 who are still on, Kiefer, Nikolai's +5 now. Your boy Michael Brennan, Johnny Vegas, Brian Harmon, Chris Kirk, Tyrrell Hatton, and those are the only +4s there.
Okay.
Rom
So
hit it
84
such
guys right now would
embarrassing
make the cut,
spot.
Jeff.
84. Oof. How did
Yeah,
Lee?
Tim, we got to get this thing like this thing's need to get like under 78 for me. And that's still big.
It has the potential to do it.
Where did Hao Tong finish?
I don't know where Hao Tong finished.
Hao Tong was 2 under today.
He was at one point, yes.
He finished it
Oh.
even total.
Okay, that's fine.
Same as Patrick Reed, who was going great.
They
man.
said this is the first time Hao Tong has made the cut at the PGA since Harding Park.
I mean, how many PGAs has he played in since Harding Park?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I assume he only got into this and the Masters because of his top 4 finish at Portrush.
Correct.
And is next year PGA Frisco?
Yes,
Correct.
Their course.
I wonder how
I
that's
suspect
gonna
that'll
go.
be very much like the way Southern Hills is. Very windy, very open, very tough if the wind's up.
Let's see. I'm on the rabbit hole right now.
That'd be my prediction anyway, Jeff, that it looks a lot like Southern Hills does in Omaha.
Have you looked at it?
Or Tulsa, sorry.
Yeah. So
I remember we watched. There was a ladies tournament or an amateur event. I feel like
there
we
was a women's major there this year, last year.
Something like that. I think I remember seeing that when I looked up. the
Yeah.
course.
Hao Tong's last PGA Championship was Harding Park.
Surprised he didn't finish. I guess he finished that poorly in 2020 that he didn't get an automatic invite the next year.
He was T17. You need to be top 15.
Okay, that's right. That's right because that's what Blocky had to do. Had to make that big putt to be top 15.
Yeah, that
at
up
Oak
and
Hill.
down,
Yeah.
and down on 18 at
Yeah.
Oak Hill. He was talking about playing in the senior PGA now.
He should if he's old enough.
He's 49.
Well, next year he'd be eligible.
I believe, yeah, next year he will be, but he said he already received an invite to the Senior Scottish Open.
Why
I
not?
think he turns 50 soon. Your boy Elvis Smiley made the cut.
Why is he my boy?
He's on live.
Yeah, but
He can't lay 12 for 14 greens and reg. It's a real casual day. There's another. That's a great shot. Is it going to hold? That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's a good shot.
He just has a lot of that, like 23 feet for birdie.
Bryson is 131st.
That's good, right?
Oh,
Fuck, Pendrith fell all the way to +4, Jeff.
What a disaster. Oh my God. Oh,
that was close.
this guy.
Why are you anti-Mav McNeely?
No, I'm not. I'm not. If he wins, I got no beef. Him winning, like it's I was just like, what a roll. That was a long putt, right?
Bryson's tied with Sean McKeel. The real deal.
Who are you most impressed with on the top of the board?
Probably Gotterup, honestly.
I thought maybe Jaeger would be the other one just because he hasn't collapsed. He's just played super steady today.
Yeah, but Gotterup went out and
Shot
posted
65.
a
Oh, yeah.
round in the worst conditions.
2 strokes better than anybody has played this tournament in.
Do you think that he wears that gold chain because it's actually one of those like ionized chains?
It's like
And
a
it gives-
Q-ray bracelet.
Yeah, he gives him superpowers.
Hey, if it works. Good chance for Rom to convert for a par here. Boy, oh boy, if he could ever get in at 4. At that point, he ought to be the favorite if he's 2 strokes ahead of Scheffler.
Question for you, Tim.
Okay.
Will you remove the Legion 13 and High Flyers fan from your bio after next year when Liv is gone?
It'll just say RIP. High Flyers and Legion 13.
It
Okay,
says that
so
in your bio.
Yeah, I'm a fan of those two teams.
Who is on the High Flyers?
I don't know anymore other than Phil and
Lasasso.
Lasasso, sorry. That's the only two I know for sure right now.
You're such a big fan. Can you name all 4 members of Legion 13?
I used to be able to. I know it's obviously Rom, Hatton, Pooj, and who is the 4th?
I know the 4th.
Who am I missing? It's not Neiman.
It is not Neiman.
Who am I missing?
Caleb Surratt.
Okay.
Big fan, though.
You would have got there.
Such a big fan. Love these teams, huh?
Well,
They're your squads.
I like to see them do well.
What team's leading in live right now?
Yeah, what is the team in Live?
I don't know.
You're pretty dialed into what's going on in Live for someone who talks about it all the time.
Might be. I don't talk about it as much as you guys talk about it. It might be the Rippers
It's probably not.
because they played so well in Australia.
I assume it's Legion 13. It is.
Or Smash GC.
See, the team.
Or the Crushers, because Bryson's won a couple times.
That's the 4 aces.
Oh, Dustin's team.
It's actually Anthony Kinn's team.
Is it?
I believe he's the one who's doing the heavy lifting for that team. Honestly.
Well, yeah, Brooks is gone. Or sorry, Reed is gone.
Yeah.
For the 4 aces.
And Dustin hasn't won.
No. Oh, hopefully Rory misses this.
Kenny's going to join us. Tringali's still a high flyer.
Who does Varner play for again?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I'd like to actually talk
Fireball,
about this. And you guys know, like, I'm the last person who will defend the Leafs. I think the framing around this Mitch Marner conversation has been so wrong and
Did you see the
unfair.
goal he scored last night?
No, that was an incredible goal. But
It's the nicest goal of the playoffs.
Tim, hear me out. People are acting like it. Listen, he obviously couldn't. How do I put this? He was horrible in the biggest games, in so many big games in Toronto, in so many games 6s and 7s.
Who is
And now, hold on. People are now making it like it's the organization's fault that he was bad in those games. No, he was just bad in those games. Those teams were really good, and the pressure of being the hometown kid got to him, and he's in a perfect place right now. But to make it like he wasn't horrible in those games by some people because, like, I don't know. It's so ridiculous. Just good for him. That's it. Good for him.
I saw a thing on, I think it was, I don't know if it's TikTok or Reels or something, where people were asking, is there an American city that has at least 3 professional sports teams
There's only one that I can
where
think of.
hockey is not the last place team?
I would say Pittsburgh.
I was going to say Las Vegas.
I would say Pittsburgh.
I think the Golden Knights are bigger than the Raiders, or will be bigger than the Athletics when they come. They'll be bigger than the Athletics when they come.
Sure.
The Golden Knights are like a huge deal in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're not as big as the Raiders.
No, but they'll be bigger than the Athletics will be.
I think so, yes. I would guess the Penguins are bigger than the Pirates. I don't know that. For years, the Red Wings were probably like the
number
2
team. Yeah, they probably still are.
Are the Tigers good?
Are the Flyers ahead of the 76ers?
I mean, based on the fans that went to that Sixers game that were all from New York, I would say yes.
Yeah, I wonder, like, Philly might have a case there. Although I don't know the degree to which are the Wild more popular than the Twins.
That I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
It's Minnesota.
So there's a couple of teams. There are a couple of cities where I think it probably could be the case.
I think Pittsburgh. Probably.
Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit, Pittsburgh. The Avalanche are probably bigger than the Nuggets, and maybe even bigger than the Rockies.
I don't know. I do not have a good sense of the Denver sports scene after the Broncos.
The Wild. Bigger than
I saw someone
That's-
argue for
said that, yeah.
Buffalo on this.
Like, nobody goes to Dolphins games. Could the
No one goes
Panthers be ahead of the
no,
Marlins?
no one goes to anything in Miami.
Well, they were going to the Panthers when they were good.
I mean, Canadian snowbirds from Canada were going to those games.
And Brooks.
And Brooks being coked out in the fucking press box.
I mean, no one goes to Rays games. Maybe the Lightning are ahead of the Rays.
Even though that's only 2 teams. I
They
guess
have the Buccaneers too,
Yeah,
right?
you know what? The Lightning might be bigger than the Rays. This guy says Pittsburgh here, and yes, the Penguins are bigger than the Pirates. The Pirates are a joke. He said the Avs are bigger than both the Nuggets and Rockies. Yes. The Golden Knights are bigger than the Raiders in Vegas, says this guy.
The Raiders just got there. So that's, I mean, and like the thing about the Knights is they were the very first professional team in Las Vegas. So they carry a lot of.
I bet here's the thing. I bet you locally amongst people who live in Vegas that the Golden Knights are probably bigger.
Yeah.
But you just have people coming to NFL games.
Of course.
Anecdotally, I actually agree with the assessment. The Knights are more popular if you went to like a local Applebee's 40 minutes off the strip. But yeah, people just come. The Raiders, it just seems like it's
the Knights seem like
fans.
The rare example of the NHL putting a team in a hot, sunny climate where it's like been the perfect result. They couldn't have asked for anything better than
well,
what
like
happened with
Tampa's a
Golden Knights.
huge deal now.
Yeah, but Tampa's been there for 30 years.
Yeah, but I think it makes more sense that you put it in Vegas. They were the first team in Vegas. It's a lot like bringing the Predators to Nashville.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is our team.
Yep.
Now, it didn't really work out with Columbus because just Ohio State dominates everything.
I'd be curious when Kenny comes on the line, like between the Wizards and Capitals, who's more popular?
It's got to be the Capitals. Kenny, you there?
I will be.
You're there. We hear you.
Sounds like
so
he needs
people
a
like
moment.
Pittsburgh, Minnesota.
Yeah, I
Las
just need to get
Vegas,
everything
Denver.
set up. So give me a minute.
Oh,
Detroit, maybe.
Detroit, maybe. I don't know. This guy says that the Panthers are ahead of the Marlins. But if the Marlins
I believe
are good,
that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
But
I think
also,
the Heat are the most popular team. Heat,
no,
Dolphins.
The Dolphins are the most popular team in Miami.
It'd have to be.
Yeah, Dolphins, Heat.
But they only have 2.
Well, I guess the Panthers now. I can't
I think
speak
the
to
Blue
that.
Jays are more popular than the Sabres in Buffalo.
Well, Toronto's a really
No, they aren't.
They aren't?
The
You
Blue
think
Jays
that
are
the
not
Blue Jays
more
are bigger than the
popular in
Sabres in
Buffalo than the Sabres are in Buffalo. No,
No.
that's
okay.
not true.
All right. Fine.
Kenny. There he is. Hi, Kenny.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Are the Capitals bigger than the Wizards in DC?
By a lot.
Okay.
By a lot. The Caps are the most. I mean, ever since the Redskins started sucking, literally the Caps have been the most popular team in town.
But now,
the
like,
games
when the
are
Nats were
always
good-
sold out.
Yeah, but when any team is good, people go.
Like
If they're
But
in like the World Series, people are going to go.
Well, here's the thing: like the Caps haven't been great recently, like the last 3-4 years. But every time I go to a game, it's still packed. Because I mean, honestly, it's where all the rich white people in the area want to go to. They ain't going to a Wizards game because they suck.
Wizards
You
got
know?
the first pick, Kenny.
I mean, I'm hype. Don't get me wrong.
after the Commanders, if the Hoyas are playing well, are they the second biggest team in
Maybe
Washington?
25 years ago, not
Okay.
now.
Okay.
When was the last time
They
Georgetown
used
was
to be
good?
big in the area.
The last Final Four they made was 2007.
I mean, like when John Thompson was coaching the team, like I'm talking about senior,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they were one of the biggest games you can go to in the area. You know, when they had
Yeah.
fucking Ewing and all those dudes, yes.
And they
Even-
still play their games at the Verizon Center, right?
No, I don't think they do now.
Okay.
I think they play at like the McNamara Center or whatever their gym is on campus.
Okay.
Like big games, they'll move to the MCI Center.
Okay.
Let's see. Vegas won a championship?
Las Vegas did win a championship, like
Yeah, a couple years
2023.
ago.
I think the NHL.
They beat Montreal in the finals.
No, the Tampa did. They
Yeah.
beat Colorado. Or they beat Tampa in the finals.
Just joined. How likely is +4 to hold? I'd say. I mean, I haven't looked at data golf, but I'd say 100%.
I would assume if the NHL could pick a finals, it would be Las Vegas and Montreal.
Of the teams left?
Yeah, of the teams left,
I was gonna
yeah.
say, I don't think that would be their optimal
No,
final.
no, no.
if
Of
you
course,
could
no.
pick.
Of course not. Of course not.
What do you think the NHL's optimal final would be? I'm guessing it would be like
The
Red
Rangers
Sox
and the
in New York.
Kings.
Yeah,
Toronto,
Did they get Rangers Kings once?
they did.
I think it has to be 2 original 6
Yeah,
teams. Like
Rangers,
Chicago, New York.
Detroit Bruins.
I don't know about Detroit. I'd say Detroit. Detroit and Montreal are the worst for the league if they make the finals.
I
Of those-
agree,
That's
Pat. I
real
think
quick. I think I
Chicago, New York would be
Chicago,
the
New York,
biggest.
Boston, Toronto would be your.
And they
big
had a
four.
Chicago Boston finals a few years ago.
Yeah. And didn't they have Philly versus Chicago?
Yeah, they did.
Kane scored in OT.
They did. Yeah,
I
assume-
blame the broadcast for us having these conversations because they're not showing many shots.
Yeah, I have all the 4 separate feeds going on at the same time. I could talk about golf some more, but that's not what these shows are about. It's about a hang.
What have you been thinking
We're
about?
showing Scotty Scheffler recaps.
What's your feel on the tournament here, Kenny?
I'll be honest. All my guys really sucked this morning, so I had a choice. I had a half day at work, so I came home and I sat for a second. I was like, I can watch my guys suck ass all afternoon, or I can go play around a golf. I went and played around a golf. So I'm sort of a little lost here, but I know McNeely's in the lead. I know Rahm is playing well. I mean, the leaderboard looks good. The course is a lot tougher than people thought. I'd love to get Koepka to make a move because this seems perfect for him. Is he still at 1 under?
Last I looked.
Yeah, Brooks is at even, isn't he?
He's at even, so he dropped one.
He's got a big par putt that if he's at even, I think he missed it.
Yeah, Brooks is actually at +1.
Okay, that sucks.
Like he missed that par putt.
Because I mean, I feel like if he can come through, just because of how difficult the course is, this seems so perfect for him. If he just shot even par today, he would be in the running.
Harrington is 3 under today. He's at +1 for the tournament.
Harrington's playing with Mav.
Podrick, Podrick's another one of my guys. I like seeing him do well.
Neiman bogeyed 18, so he's in.
Honestly, it's a wide open board.
What's the winning score going to be? What do you think they want the winning score to be?
9?
now?
Oh, McNeely just made another birdie?
Yeah, he did.
Is he
Yeah,
a
I
5
think
or
like
6?
7 feet.
Yeah, I think 9 or 10 is the number we're looking at here.
If you asked anyone right now if they could sign up for 9 or 8, I think they'd take it.
Yeah. I
It's
thought it was
not
going to be
inconceivable
12.
one of these guys goes mental.
Yeah.
But this entire group at plus like T9 right now at -2 is just a murderer's row. You got Young, Scheffler, Thomas, Pooj, your boy, Cantlay. Like that's all the +2. Like that's a tier of
Somebody
guys.
there tomorrow has got to go out and shoot 66.
I think if you shoot 67 tomorrow, you'll be in the final group if you're 1 under or better.
I think certainly that one par 4. I think they're going to play the tees way up tomorrow and invite them to drive it.
They got to have one day where they made the tees a little bit easier, right?
Well, they
Because
did make
some
that
big
par
pins.
3 easy today. They made it like 170 yards.
Yeah, but they didn't make it easy. It's still the 4th hardest hole on
Okay,
the course.
they made it 50 yards
Do you
shorter.
do you see who's made 3 birdies in a row?
No, who?
Ludwig.
Oh, did he?
He's at -1 now.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Rory's getting hot too, no?
Is Roy going to make the cut?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Rory's
Rory's
2
got
under.
it. Rory might get it to even par.
Really?
Yeah, Rory's 3 under right now for the day. He's +1. He's in the bunker though on 13.
Oh, good.
Do you think outside of his immediate family, you are David Pooj's only guy?
I don't think so. I think there are people that have long believed that he's got an incredible amount of talent.
You didn't even know what live team he was on. for such a big fan.
How many holes does Mav have left?
4.
I think 3.
4.
He's got
4.
6 through 9 left.
And he's got that par 5 though.
9's a par 5, right?
Feel like he's going to come to grief on one of these holes coming in, though.
Rom's
Been too clean.
Rom's in the bunk A right now.
Yeah, Rom's scrambling.
Apparently, it's
But
going to
he's
be
been-
really windy again tomorrow, and then Sunday it's not. So look for like Goddard and Scheffler to make a run, and Hideki.
Makes
I
sense.
feel like Goddard made a pretty good run today.
I don't know if you
He did.
guys
It was
noticed what
in the
they
win.
did there on the official broadcast going to commercial. They showed the leaderboard. They showed at 2 under Scotty and JT and not Cam.
Really?
Yeah,
they're doing-
swear
yeah.
to God.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Justin Thomas is a 2-time PGA champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Scotty Scheffler is
He's last year's winner.
like-
That makes sense. Rom's probably going to bogey this. He has the pot geeter putt for par. It's like
Ugh.
28 feet.
How's the golf game, Kenny?
Yeah, how was it?
You know what? So the first time I was 2 over after 7.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Way to go.
And then I think I had 5 doubles in a row after
Oh,
that.
That
You mean cocktails or bogeys?
No, I didn't start drinking until the back nine because I had a couple doubles in a row.
That's a tough train once you get on to get off.
Yeah, then I had a couple drinks, and then the whole fucking round was
Long
shit.
putt from Ludwig.
I think, what did I shoot? Let me look. Hold on. I literally just walked off the course and got here.
Smash the like if you're here, by the way. Sub to the channel. You need to be a sub to comment in the chat, as always.
16. Finish round 87 today.
If you want to put a
Beautiful.
question into Judge Kenny, you can do that.
Yeah, if you got questions for Kenny. Oh, Siwoo, another birdie. Siwoo to -2. Let's go.
This was there. I rostered a lot of Siwoo this week. I
I
felt
feel like
this was-
such a jamoke for getting off my stance that this was a positional course and those are the guys that you want.
It was. All these guys were
everybody
on
was
and
saying
on.
the same thing though, Pat. Like
that?
even Scheffler, even Rory, like even the players were saying. And like I believe that I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult. I didn't think it was going to be bomb and gouge, but like it made me make adjustments. Like Rory's comments, Scotty's comments on Wednesdays, they made me make adjustments, and it fucked me really.
But like it's weird because they played the course.
I know. Yeah. Well, because here's the thing: Philly's been in a drought. I'm in DC, 150 miles south, right? And we've been in a drought for the last 6 weeks, and I feel like Philly's the same, right? And so I felt like on the show that the people who are setting up the course could set it up any way they wanted. Like I was worried they're going to water it on the weekend because of how dry it's been, depending on how much rain they got Wednesday, right? And they got a little bit of rain, like a quarter of an inch. But to me, because the course, they haven't had that much rain. They've had like literally 4 inches less rain or 3 inches less rain than they normally do in the month of May. I think they've only had like 1.25 inches before Wednesday. And usually it's about 3 to 4 inches at this time of the year. And that's sort of why people always say it's always tough to play Northeast courses this time of the year because they're always going to be so soft.
Well, I like seeing everybody tweet from our neck of the woods as we're all Northeast and Pat and Tim are deep East. But like, this is how this is how we golf this time of year. I mean, I'm a pussy, so I wait for it to get warmer, but this is welcome to our world, people.
No, like this morning, it was, I'm in DC. This morning, it was like 50 degrees and windy. Right. And I left work, and even at noon, like 12 o'clock, it was still like 58 degrees and windy. So I walked out on the golf course with a hoodie and a dirty t-shirt underneath, thinking that I wouldn't need to change. But like an hour in, it got to like 75. I don't know if it's the same. It seems like it looks like the same thing's going on in Philly.
The same thing has happened to me. The same thing has happened to me every time that I've played this year. If I tee off at 10 by like 1 o'clock on hole 13, it's like really warm and I can take my sweater off.
Yeah.
But before that, my hands are freezing.
But they got their sweaters back on now. Like Rom's got his hoodie back on, and
Other guys don't, though, at the same time.
well, you don't see a lot of bare arms out there.
There was just one right there. Whoever just made
Yeah,
that.
Oberg looks like he's geared up for the winter of golf right now.
Like
That
that hat.
fit is nice though.
Iceman.
All blue.
It
It looks good. It looks sharp.
See, woo!
Yeah, that was a great putt. Wow.
Where is he? I missed him.
Here's an interesting note. When you look at this leaderboard, you have really, really good putters and shit putters.
They really disrespected Siwoo with that pairing, though.
He's
I
been
mean,
high.
Highsmith
how many-
and Berg.
Well,
So like, is Potgieter a truly terrible putter?
He's a lot like JB Holmes. The weeks where he puts really well, but 9 out of 10 tournaments, he's like -5.
Okay.
What I've been noticing about Potgieter is his wedge game seems pretty fucking good right now.
His wedge game.
I don't know if that's-
like, honest to God. Like, I mean, he won Detroit last year at a Ross course. This is outside of like the big names that would never show up to Detroit. A lot of good Detroit guys here. Like
Hey
Grazer,
guys, Minwoo's got
Gantlay's playing well. Yeah, Minwoo's there.
I mean, if you're someone like Potgieter who hits it as far as he does, your wedge should be your second best club.
Minwoo for
It's not always
Eagle.
the case for the pricing, right? I mean, he's the fucking worst.
That's the frustration with Bryson. Like, if
Yeah.
his wedge was his second best club, he'd have 6 majors right now instead of 2.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't currently be plus 12.
Correct. Well, his driver didn't do him any service.
Tim, I missed the schedule release show yesterday. I'll probably watch it, but I missed it. What was your prediction for the Jets?
Well, I thought we'd get at least.
Hold on. What do you think, Ken? What do you think he had in his record, Kenny?
What do you think that I thought he picked?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you
I'm
think? What do you
thinking
guess? he
11 and 6.
Nailed it.
picked? You're so predictable, Tim.
At least I haven't changed my opinion by 5 games in a span of a day like you have.
Look, why is the Commanders' schedule so fucking hard the first 10 weeks? We were the worst team in the NFC East.
Well, who
Like,
does the NFC
why-
East play for
why-
crossover?
Like, if we're 4-4 going into the week 10, I'd be hyped. Because look at our schedule. That shit is ridiculous.
You start
Big
with
bounce
Philadelphia,
back
right?
is coming.
Philly, Dallas, Seattle.
Oh, here's Bryson from the bunker. This always goes well.
Come on, Bryson. Put this close,
Oh, you
buddy.
didn't keep it in. That's good.
I'm so glad Higo's sucking. That dude pissed me off so bad yesterday.
Great shot there, Bryson.
Cantley, how?
So you really have note. Well, speaking of which, there's Higo now. That's
what I'm
I
saying.
go for Eag to get back to the cut line. Needs it. Missed it.
Is 5 the cut?
No, 4 is the cut.
But that was an eagle. He would have made it.
It was for Eagle.
I'm really glad he missed it because fuck him.
You missed it because of the penalty.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he missed the cut because of the penalty.
Hell yeah. Here's the thing about Higo. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he was late. That pissed me off. I don't like people being late, and I think it's disrespectful. But whatever. I understand the people that are saying he was late by a little bit. It's not a big deal. Shit happens. Okay, fine. I will give you that. The issue I had was his fucking response. Like, basically, he took no accountability. Like, here's the thing. Rom, when he hit that divot and it hit the volunteer in the neck or whatever, right? That was more egregious than what Higo did. But Rom apologized afterwards in the press conference. He did the right things. This motherfucker goes out and be like, I was on time. All right, hey, 7:18 and 30 seconds. I was in there at 7:18. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's a nice shot. Oh no.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, that made me so angry.
Your boy Brooks just bogeyed 3 holes in a row.
God damn it. See, right when I get off, I went to play golf because I didn't want to watch my afternoon guys because my morning guys suck so bad. God damn it, Brooks.
Do you think, Kenny, that if we talked about this yesterday,
Guys, English just made another birdie.
if Scotty Scheffler was 30 seconds late instead of Higo, would they have assessed a 2-stroke penalty on Scotty?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Someone would have come and got Scotty, so he would not have been late.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. It's definitive. Like, it's not.
Scotty
like,
didn't miss his tee time when he got arrested. He's not missing his tee time when he's on a putting green 40
nobody
yards
misses
away.
their tee time. Like, this never fucking happens. Like,
It's true.
if Scotty was a minute late, they would fucking.
Or do you think
I
it
bet
happened?
you- I bet
Guys
you
are
it was.
often 15, 20 seconds late and we just never hear about it because they're never
I
penalized, or
would
it never
probably agree
happens.
with
I
that.
tend to think it never happens.
It's
But
no
look-
different than that guy last week who got assessed the penalty on the Euro Tour for slow play. If he was anyone you would ever heard of, he doesn't get the penalty.
I tend to agree.
I don't think in this situation that's true because there's such a because slow play is like, you know, it's not something that you can pin down. Like, get there at 7:18, 00 seconds. Right? That is like
Hatton needs to make a birdie coming in here, or he's cooked.
Hatton was one of my favorite. I'm shitting the bed this week, basically.
Yeah, I'm having a. Here's the one thing that I found out: like all my futures that I had locked in, none of them are going to win unless Fitz learns how to putt overnight, which he doesn't seem to be able to do.
Oh, what a putt from Bryson.
You get really excited for Bryson making really big pars.
That's a big putt. Good for him.
He's plus 10.
He's plus 10, bro.
Yeah, he needs to
Tim,
make
what are you doing?
an eagle, and 2 eagles, and a birdie coming in, I think.
This is one of your
Doing
more.
over the birdie,
This
he
is
still
embarrassing.
misses the cut.
You're like Chris Paul. Yeah, with that meme where Chris Paul hits a 3 down 30 points or something.
All right.
This guy says, "Does Puck Eater have any shot?" I have him at 500 to 1. Well, he's a
Yes, he
better
has a
than
shot.
He has a better
If you
shot.
got
than
the
Seth
each way,
Straka.
that'd be
You
money.
were getting 80 to 1 cash out. Would you take it?
It depends on how much money I had on it.
Fair enough.
Like if I had $10 on Potgeeter at 500 to 1 and they were offering me $800, I would just let it ride.
Okay.
If I bet $10,000 on it, I'd be like, okay.
Okay.
But I guess at that point, then Ricky Birdie. Is that really for birdie? It felt like it was for par.
It was for par.
Why is the broadcast lying to me?
I don't know.
This guy says, off topic, I know, but the Judge Cuss intro song is a banger.
Well,
I agree with it.
I gotta say, the Judge Cuss shit, some of the best new shit you brought out. Tim,
Well,
you're
it's like
amazing
the
at
only
that
new
shit.
shit we brought out in
yeah.
10 years.
I mean,
Well,
like,
that's for, like,
it's incredible.
renovating. Do you guys have any World Cup games in Washington, D.C., Kenny?
No, because the stadium blows.
Yeah, they don't have a
ass.
facility for it.
Yeah, we don't
Are
have
there
nowhere to
games-
play it.
Are there games in Baltimore nearby?
No, I think the closest one's New York.
Okay.
They didn't get anything in DC. I actually
Atlanta,
so the
Atlanta's
guy
not closer?
Rob McIntyre, who does the custies,
Yeah.
and does all the
Yeah.
custody prep. Me and him have been hanging out a little bit. He's a cool dude. He asked me to go to a DC United game yesterday. I didn't go. I didn't have enough time, but I can't get into soccer unless it's the
So
World Cup.
You've actually hung out with Rob?
Yeah,
Straight edge Rob?
I've hung out. It's hilarious because I get fucked up.
Yeah, and he's just dead
And
sober.
but here's the thing about Rob. Like, he's straight edge, doesn't do nothing. But he reminds me of, like, in my 20s when I used to do a lot of blow, right? He reminds me of the people I used to hang out with then. Because the dude will chatterbox you to death, and I like that. Like, I'm a fan of that. So he always reminds me of, like, the people I used to hang out in my 20s when I used to do cocaine all the time, So I like him.
No, Rob's a good dude.
He's
It's
good dude.
hilarious. Like he's been running the custies for us for almost 10 years. He's like,
Yeah.
I met him because he listened. I think he started listening to our show when he was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
He's almost 30 now.
That's
I'm
terrifying.
like 20 years older than him. Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh.
goodness.
Yeah,
But
he's
he's got a
28.
nice.
What are these guys
He's doing well. He's got a nice place right in the heart of DC, Capitol, right here. You can see the Capitol building right from his house.
Kenny,
He's doing all right. Whatever he's doing good.
look,
he's
a lot
a
of
good
people
dude.
that I know listen, I didn't start doing well till my 30s because if you do drugs and drink in your 20s, you have a lot of fun. You don't really get ahead.
It took me till my 40s to just start doing well, and now I'm about to lose my job. So that's
What the fuck happened with that?
we had a client. We built a $10 million house for him, and they won't pay the last $3 million.
Oh fuck.
And we're a
You do
small
that?
business, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
we only have 10
that's pretty small
employees.
business.
And it's all about liquidity. And without that money, we're fucked. And so we're in a litigation process with them, but that's going to take years.
Yeah.
We don't have years as a small business.
That's
So it really fucked us because the job's great. And
Someone who's watching, give Kenny a job.
yeah. If anyone wants to hook me up, I mean, yeah, I'm down. I was about to hit you up, Pat. Be like, what can I do? Let me
Listen,
earn like a
I
couple
got-
of bucks.
Oh,
I
see,
already got Cam asking me the same questions, Kenny.
Oh, see.
I give it to Cam over me. He's got a little bit of years on me.
Oh, where's Bryson going with this shot?
Left.
Is that
God,
like in
nearly
play left?
6, huh?
That's a
fine.
bomb.
Oh, he's back, baby.
You,
Maybe he can get to +9.
I hope he gets to spend a couple of weeks at Shinnecock.
He
And
could,
really
but he won't. He'll go
He ain't
to.
got much else to do.
well, he's got live
Oh
games.
my God, what was that? Did he just pull hook it?
No, that was I don't know what that was from, but that's what we saw too.
Oh,
He was middle of the fairway.
it is middle of the fairway.
So this is for Judge Kenny and Judge Cust. What is the line for fast food restaurant you'd want to take your hat off in if you were eating inside?
What do you mean? What's the line?
Like what is the line of demarcation of fast food restaurant?
Oh,
like-
anywhere. You take your hat off when you're indoors to eat, no matter where you are.
I'm not taking my hat off to eat at McDonald's.
I would. It's common courtesy.
I don't wear a hat, but I would not.
I was taught take my hat off indoors when you eat, no matter where. So I would always take it off.
I'm
This
with.
guy says,
I,
not gonna lie,
I-
the Kenny Cam show would be epic. I agree. If people actually see, people say this shit all the time. It's like at the end of football season, like, hey, if me, Jeff, and Tim do a football show, you're like, oh, I'd be there in a second. And then I see the downloads and I see the views. Guess what? They're not the same as they are week 16.
What do you mean if you do a football show?
Like if we do an off-season
Oh, I
football
see what
show,
you're saying. Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, you need to do more football shows. I'd stick around all year because I don't like golf. Then we release a football show and no one fucking shows up for it. So
You people. You're the
if
problem.
people would support a Kenny Cam show, I could get that sponsored, and I would listen. All the money I negotiate for Fantasy Golf Degenerates goes to Byron and Kenny and Mike to produce the show. I would give it all to Kenny and Cam, but we need to have a show first, and people need to view it.
Yeah, Pat
So
has
that's a
told me
challenge
numerous
for the
times. I appreciate Pat because he's not making any fucking money off my show, but he puts it on the network. I appreciate that to get to the audience. Thank you, Pat. For hats off indoors, I'm with Tim normally. Like I normally take my hat off when I'm indoors. It's just a sign of respect. And
Yes.
shit like that. Like it's just the way it is. But if I had to do like a line of demarcation, Roy Rogers. I'll take my hat off of Roy Rogers for a Fixins bar. You got a Fixins bar up in that bitch? I'll take my hat off.
So Wendy's, you're keeping the hat on.
Wendy's don't have the Fixins. Wendy's used to have the Fixins bar too.
They did.
They used to have that little shit with the lettuce and shit. So when I was in high school, there was a Roy Rogers right across the street from my high school. And so we'd skip school, of course, and we'd go and get Roy Rogers lunch. And back then you could smoke inside. So
Okay.
we go out there, right? We get like the smallest motherfucking cheeseburger there was, smoke like 15 cigarettes, and go to the Fixin' bar and eat every single pickle they got in that bitch. That's how we roll back then. So I understand why people don't have the Fixin' bar anymore. But I always love the most I've ever eaten in a fast food restaurant was at a Roy Rogers. I think I was 13, playing in a church softball tournament, Korean church. If for y'all Koreans, you know how wild those softball Korean church tournaments
There's a
can be.
Korean church not far from where I live, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Minwoo and Cantley making a mess of 17.
But by the way, Jeff has always brought up his B'nai B'rith softball league. Who wins, the Korean Church League or the B'nai B'rith League?
I mean, Koreans versus Jews, I give the edge to Koreans.
In baseball? I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of like both their things, isn't it?
I don't know. Koreans, I mean, KBL. I mean, look, I'll be honest. My grandfather was one of the founders of the Korean Baseball League.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy story. So my grandfather, he was.
Yeah, I'd lean Korea. I'd lean Koreans.
Yeah. My grandfather was a major. He played baseball. And he was a professional baseball player, but they played in Japan all the time. He got pissed after he retired. He was like, why are all the best Korean players playing in Japan? And so he created like what became the Korean Baseball League. And he started it.
That's crazy.
We see McNeely missed a short putt for par.
Yeah, he's
Good.
back to -5.
We're about to see it now.
Yeah, they're just showing it now on the broadcast. Ricky just went for it in 2 and put it into the trap, same as Ludwig. Ludwig's in that short trap to the right on 16.
I wouldn't be surprised if McNeely gave another one back here coming in.
16 is the par 5, right?
16 is
He's
par
still
5,
at-
yeah.
No,
They
he's
both-
got the
they both
par.
have up and
Yeah,
downs.
16 is the par 5, and then 17 is an impossible par 3,
And 18's tough.
Yeah.
Oh,
and 18's tough. Yeah.
that was
Right?
close.
He's gonna
By
have like
Oberg.
a
Is Oberg on
6-iron
16?
into this.
That was not a bad shot by Oberg from the rough.
Albatross.
That was pretty close. I would take that bunker.
Albatross Eagle birdie
Gets him in.
gets him to the cut line. That's a good shot. He's gonna eagle this one. You're gonna be fired up for Bryson. What a hero! +8.
These tournaments are better when he's in them.
He has
I
a
don't
day
disagree
job
with
on Monday.
But I
He'll
don't
be
need
fine.
you out here simping for Bryson when he's 10 over fucking.
Steven
par.
Yeager made 18 pars.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. He was like 3 under, right? So he's in the mix.
I think anybody would have signed for 70 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you shot 67 yesterday, you'd know that would take you to.
And
late.
everybody was kind of waiting
when
for the
you
other
look
shoe
at
to
the
drop.
top of the leaderboard, and you have McNeely, Minwoo, and Smalley at 5.
Oh no, Minwoo.
And Matsuyama and Goddard, Pot Guider, they're all 3. This could be 8 under.
Oh, if Rory can post
could
it,
be
even
7
Rory's
under.
super live.
Yeah, I think 8 under is probably the score I'd pick right now.
Yeah.
If forced to
Because
pick.
it's not like these guys up top are like studs. Right?
No.
I don't know if I expect these dudes to.
And
Shoot.
Rory could probably get to 8 under, no?
Yeah, Rory could theoretically still be -1 after today.
Look,
he has the power
Decky
5
and
left.
Scheffler. Those
Well,
are the 2 guys that I'm worried about up top.
I was going to bring this up, Jeff, that my entire week kind of hinges on Scheffler winning now. I don't know if he's going to win or not, but it's nice having money on him, and he's just in 8th, being like, oh, he's going to be there on Sunday. Whether
Yep.
he's
You just
whether
bet him
it's like
straight up, Pat.
whether
I
he's
agree.
5 back and makes a charge,
Yeah.
like he will insert himself into this at some point.
Yeah, just given the way the board looks, I wouldn't be surprised if the lead actually backs up tomorrow.
It depends on how tomorrow plays.
Look,
I say
Which is with
something
the guys at the top of the board. I don't
If
expect
they
to
don't
beat it.
water the course, it's just going to get harder.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
I-
I think they were like personally offended with
By people
how
saying it was
some,
going to be 20 under.
how some of the pros and commentators treated this place, and they're like, "We'll show you."
And here's the thing:
a lesson
most
is
of the
being
time
learned.
in that situation, they don't have the option to really adjust the course because people are saying that it's probably soft, right? I mean, it's been dry as hell here in the Northeast for the last 6 weeks. They can literally set up the course any way they want. If they wanted 20 under, they can make it 20 under. If they wanted 7 under, they can make it 7 under. It's all in the hands of the setup guys.
Wow, Cam.
And I think the
holy
PGA of America
shit.
has done a stupendous job through 36 holes
I
of
agree.
setting up a compelling championship on this course.
I thought yesterday the pin locations might have been maybe a touch unfair.
There's some
Yeah, there were a
debate there.
couple that were
But it's
borderline
because
unfair
they
yesterday.
they expected it to be soft, and they heard all the people saying we're 20 under. So let's tuck them.
Well, that's how you got to defend yourself in a place like this, right?
Oh, Rory, yeah.
Yeah, Rory and Rom both missed the fairway on the par 5. They're on whatever they're on right now.
Gee,
They're on the par 5.
there's
Right?
that push again.
Hey, so since I'm out of a
Oh,
job
Ruben.
here soon, anytime you guys want to play golf on like a trip, I'm in. I got about 2 years of savings where I can live for 2 years and not work. So it's time to play golf.
Kenny, I saw you offer Larry to go. He's this short bartenders.
Like,
Well,
you probably
I
thought
was
I was
actually going
joking.
to contact Larry that I think that I could get. I think I have, because I have so much budget I need to use for like travel and show, that maybe that's what we use the money for. Like we did the President's Cup last year,
2 years ago.
2 years ago. We did the live show last year as a part of the budget. Maybe this year, Kenny, instead of coming here and playing with Tim and I, Jeff, maybe you drive down to Binghamton, me and you against Kenny and Larry.
Yeah, no, I think there's content in Kenny working the bar. Too.
Well, here's the
Oh, yeah,
thing.
we'll get it all. We'll get all the content.
My first real job, I mean, I was a tennis pro in high school and like in the summers and shit. But like my first real job was working at a bar in a college town. And that got me to become a bartender in the next college town I was in. So, I mean, it was one of the funnest jobs I've ever had. The only issue was it got me into trouble. Because, I mean, you bartend in a college town and you want to have fun and you get off at 3 a.m. There's only a certain amount of things you can do at that time. And that was the issue. But I mean, I'll go back right now. If I don't have a job, I'll go back and do it all up again. It'd be fun.
Dude, the tee times at the 2 under number might be like insane, like the pairings. Like
I have noticed, Kenny, you have recently been making a lot of laudatory comments about Coke Zero. And like, not that I completely disagree with them, but as a DC fan, I feel like I got to stick up for the brand a little bit. Like Coke Zero is great and all, but like it's still not Diet Coke.
But who's Coke
Because
Zero?
because Diet Coke is not as good. I'm not going to say Diet Coke sucks. Here's the thing: like I've sort of gotten off sodas because I'm trying. I mean, I look. Why do I look so fucking skinny on this picture? I'm like, anyway,
Because you're skinny now.
I know. I just broke the 210 barrier for the first time outside of my Coke binge era in my mid 20s. For the first time since like I was like 19. Like I'm under 210, like without the help of drug. I mean, I've gotten help with drugs, but it's GLP, right? It's like the legal drugs. But yeah, I forget where we're going because I'll be honest, I haven't been on a show.
Diet Coke.
Oh, Diet Coke. Coke Zero is delicious. So I try to only drink like 3 or 4 sodas a week, right? And usually with like a meal with some type of beef. Right. For some reason, beef and Coke just is delicious. And so I started drinking this Coke Zero, and it's so good. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like it could kill you because it should not taste that good with zero sugar.
I started drinking Coke Zero, non-caffeinated Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, like the little cans at my house. And that's when I started gaining weight. It's indicative of a bad diet.
But it's no calories.
It doesn't matter. It's indicative of the bad diet. If you're drinking soda, you actively have a bad diet.
I'm concerned. Okay, so like, I don't have children. I don't.
Diet Coke is an old person drink.
What
It's
I'm
dying
concerned
out.
is that
It's gonna be gone.
just soda in general. It seems like most of the people I know who have kids will not let their kids touch soda.
My
at
kids
all.
have never
It's
had
smart.
My kids.
never
it's
had
When
very
I
smart.
was your kid's age,
hate
I was
it.
drinking all kinds of soda, and
Well,
I
here's the
wasn't
thing,
railed
Tim.
for that.
Look at
We
the
were all
size of
drinking.
us. At least
You were drinking
me.
all kinds of soda when you were young.
I did-
Tim,
I did
my
have
kids,
the-
they
probably
don't even like the
10 or 11.
Then you drank a lot of it.
Sure.
Tim.
And I got really fat.
My kids don't even like icy slushies because they're a carbonated slushy.
See, this
Like,
concerns me.
Why does
Soda
that
would.
concern you?
It makes me feel
It
like
should
it's
not
like,
concern you. It should be. It's good for these kids.
but
My
like,
kids would like carbonation of any kind. They have no interest in. It seems. Yeah,
but it's like beer. You acquire a taste for it after a little bit.
Yeah, and beer makes you fat too.
Yeah.
Just
Yo,
like Diet
we're
Pop
from a
doesn't.
generation of addicted soda drinkers.
Yeah.
I'm not
Look,
addicted.
here's the thing, Tim. I mean, like I could say you're probably overweight. I used to be
Yeah,
very very
so
overweight.
probably about that.
Yeah, I used to be very very overweight, and we both used. I used to drink a shit ton of sodas. You still do,
But they're all
Right.
diet.
That,
but
again,
it doesn't matter.
again, it's indicative of a bad diet. All even though that they have no calories in them, you just start eating when you have it.
I'm
And you eat
concerned.
like crap when
Like,
you have it.
what's gonna be like 20 years from now when like your kids are in their 20s or Jeff's kids are in their
Hopefully
20s,
they're not drinking
and
soda.
like no one's drinking any soda, and I was like, this is an integral part of our lifestyle, and it's going away, and I don't want it to be like marginalized. I don't want to be like, oh, the only people who drink soda are those people over in assisted living facilities.
Why?
I don't want it to be seen like mush or like
It's gonna be drinking soda is gonna be like smoking.
I don't want it to be marginalized
Good
like
thing,
that.
It's going to
Tim.
be because
It's a good
horrible.
thing.
I'm very concerned about this.
Why?
Tim, have you not noticed the mini can getting more mainstream?
Yes, I have, and it frustrates me.
And
You
I
know that.
swear I think I saw commercials for the mini can. Have you seen this?
Yes, I don't understand.
I love a mini can. I only drink mini cans.
Yeah,
They're great.
they're
You know what? In North
conservative.
America, cola, soda, pop are part of our cultural lifestyle. It just is.
Someone in the chat just said Tim is mad that kids are healthier.
No, but like I drank it when I was young.
Yeah, you're not healthy.
Yeah,
You realize this, right?
But I'm not alone. Everybody did.
Well,
but it's bad. It's bad.
you just tried to tell me what happened to me when I was a kid.
It was-
it happened to you.
It's a part of our cultural lifestyle in the West to drink lots of pop.
I don't
And, like-
think. I think that's a bad case.
Yeah, it's a
like
really
it's
bad
part of
case.
our lifestyle.
It has been.
Tim's
So
not
pretty
wrong, but
moonshine.
it's
Like the-
slowly losing traction, and I think that's a good thing.
James in the chat says if soda went away, it'd be a net positive for society.
It would.
Yeah, we should
it's
just all eat
delicious.
nutrition tablets.
And this
then.
other guy said that Cust is already worrying about being judged in 20 years.
I
for
am.
drinking a soda.
That's
which is
exactly what I'm worried
completely
What about
insane.
these zero sugar sodas?
That's what I'm drinking. Diet Coke is I am. I'm worried that in 30 years' time, people are going to look at me as like, oh, well, of course he drinks soda. He's an old man. And I don't. There was a time when, whether you were 6 or 96, you drank soda.
Yeah,
And it's becoming this marginalized thing. And it makes me very anxious.
Why?
It's going to like.
But Tim, there was a time where you were 6 or 96, you drank milk, and I feel less people do that too.
Yeah, no. You don't see a whole lot of milk around. There was a time when you were 10 years old and you smoked cigarettes.
I think that was not as common.
In like the 50s and 60s, 70s, people were smoking cigarettes at a very young age.
Just don't
Did
want to be
Harris
like
English
typecast and
finish? Has he
judged.
signed a card yet?
Look, smoking cigarettes is like embarrassing now for me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm out in
Like,
public,
What's the stuff you
I like
do? I
cock my
understand.
cigarette so people don't see it. All right.
Well, I don't care. I don't try to live in the esteem of others all the time.
But this is what you're complaining about with sodas.
Well, I just don't want to be judged by everybody
You
30 years from
You
now.
realize that everyone is judging you now when you smoke a cigarette.
Hold on,
No.
Tim. You live in this like you think you order at McDonald's and you're being judged. So what do you care? Like,
sometimes.
The
What?
chat is saying that Cuss building up a lead so large that Jeff can misbehave all he wants when the Chargers are 8-2.
Jeff, what
No,
was
Tim,
your
we might have a
prediction for
chance
your
this
schedule?
year.
Jeff, I missed it. What was your prediction?
Well, I went 11-6, and then I saw that we have a negative 24 rest disadvantage, which is exponentially the biggest in the league, and I adjusted it to 6-11.
I see 7-10 for the Commanders. But
If
it's
Jaden is good,
I think the
Like-
Commanders are going to have a bounce back.
Yeah,
why? But the schedule, if we fuck up in the beginning,
yeah, but you can win. You can win inside the division. I think.
yeah, you have
see,
you have 2 freebies against the Giants. You'll split with the Cowboys. You'll probably split with the Eagles. If Jaden's healthy, there's no reason your team isn't a playoff team.
It's because here's the problem. First year defensive coordinator, first year offensive coordinator.
What's Hatton doing here with this? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
but if Jaden's amazing, you guys are going to be great.
Agree with
That's
you,
like
man.
really, I think, what it is again. If
It
he's
is.
healthy, he's going to be pretty good.
And we put a lot of work into the defense this offseason.
Oh, that's good.
Make it a little bit easier for him.
If they can block for him, if he can still run around, he's still one of the most dynamic players in the NFL. And a player like that doesn't not make the
Been
playoffs.
losing trouble on
the record
18-2. He's
is-
going to pull a
is-
pot
I
geeter.
think Jaden is like 90% win percentage or more when the defense gives up less than 24 points.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You have a head coach who's supposed to be able to.
It didn't
Make
mean
that
shit
happen.
last year. We're the worst fucking defense in the league.
Things got off. Well, yeah, but things got out of control last year. Everything that went right in 24 went wrong in 25.
We need to all get together again because when we all got together at the beginning of the year 2 years ago,
You were on cloud 9. You walked into that frat house that we were staying at, and you were talking about how the Commanders had like the greatest offense in the history of mankind.
I did. Is what it looked like to me, and it was. And we went to the NFC Championship game.
Look, they were great.
They didn't punt for like 5 weeks.
They were
Yeah.
they were great. That was a very hinge weekend because that's where the Jets lost that game to the Broncos in the rain, and it went.
Cantley
real bad
stuck
after
it. Cantley stuck it to 10 feet on 18 to get
What
that
Cantley at right now?
one under.
Why does Cantley lick his lips so fucking much?
No, he's at 1 under, not 2. Whoever's
Stop
saying.
because he's seeing an orphanage he can foreclose upon.
He looks like
Oh,
he
Tim.
eats spaghetti and doesn't wipe his mouth
Jesus.
because
So-
he licks his lips so much.
So this is a question for the group. This guy says, besides water, what do you guys drink mainly? I drink coffee or water.
Coffee,
Coffee,
water,
Water.
tea,
I've been trying to drink
I
a
also-
lot
I
of
drink
water.
diet soda.
Yeah,
And
I try
I've
and limit
started
myself
to-
to 3 or 4
No, I'm
sodas
gonna
a
give it to
week.
it.
I try
What'd you
to
say,
quit
Jay?
some soda.
It's mainly just I do drink carbonated water.
I've started to drink zero sugar energy
Do
drinks.
Do you have one of
Carbonated
those
water?
home soda
What?
machines, Tim? Like
You're
the
drinking
soda
zero
maker
sugar
things
energy
again?
drinks?
Yeah,
Why?
I like them.
Did Paul get you one of those?
I'm drinking anyway. Doesn't matter. They're zero
Carbonated
sugar, so they're
water-
not like bad for you, but you know.
Carbonated water tastes like static on a TV.
I enjoy it with the lemon tinge, so I put lemon, like I squeeze a lemon into it.
I've been buying the stuff at Costco, the Italian sparkling water that's flavorless. It's quite delicious.
San Pellegrino.
No, it's like Costco's brand Italian water. It comes in these clear, slender plastic bottles. Has a little Italian flag on it.
Yeah, if I'm feeling dicey, hey, I'll have a
Tim, Bryson hit as good of a shot as I've seen odds anyone hit on 17 today.
He's
well,
back, Jeff.
when you're as good a golfer as he is, you can hit any shot.
He hit it to 8 feet.
Just hasn't hit many good shots. It's it's frustrating because golf is better when he is good, and he's not good right now, and that's sad. I hope he turns it around, but we'll see.
I mean, didn't he finish like top 5 last week and live? I mean, like,
Yes, he finished third, I think. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was right by my house.
Is that a good course they played at?
I've never played Trump National, so I don't know.
Okay.
But from
What
what
a
I've
crazy
heard,
day.
I know it was popular. There was a lot of people there.
Okay.
What
I
a
know
horrible day for Xander.
My director of operations is a 41-year-old woman with 3 kids, and she took all her 3 kids there. Like, she got tickets, and they had a blast.
Oh, I bet you going to a live event is more fun than going.
I
to
would
the
go.
PGA.
I'd have a great time.
Yeah,
I
probably.
was hoping Vincenzi would hook me up with media passes or something, but I really talked some shit about Liv in the last week, so I think he decided not to.
Sure, yeah.
This guy says, I'm very excited for Jeff and or Tim to pick the Falcons over, while Pat correctly picks who actually wins the NFC South.
I told you on the show I'm probably going to pick New Orleans this year,
You love Atlanta.
but I do think But see, I don't trust them with Tua. To me,
but when Penix was playing, they were a lock for the Super Bowl.
But Tim,
I don't trust them with Tua.
if Tua's like above average, like really solid this year, would that make you happy?
Yeah.
Rick, you just make that?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, Ricky just
Yeah,
had
Ricky
a
did
sit
make
chip in
that.
on 17.
Oh my
Yep.
God. That was deep.
I'd be delighted to see him do well this year. I just don't think it's going to happen.
He got hype.
Ricky got it to 1 over with that.
Back-to-back
Sounds like a
birdies.
60
Pretty solid.
footer.
Rom for par. Missed it.
He did too. Sugar.
Ron was my hustler play of the week this week.
He was my
He's
pick to win.
hustling.
He was a little bit higher on than I thought because of how low Bryson was.
How are those picks that that Byron gave you? The best on par 3s, best on par 4s, best on par 5 guys.
I don't know.
I
I mean, he had Matsuyama 80-1 low par 3. I mean, he's probably in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he had Rom par 5s, right?
And Cam Young par 4s.
mean, that makes sense as Cam sucks at par 5s.
Yeah. What do you think the
He
farthest
eagled
back?
one today, though.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the
On
last hole
last,
of the day
right?
is
His
a
last
sick
hole.
eagle.
What's the farthest back you think anyone can charge right now? I'd say anyone at even super live. Even
Yeah,
plus.
Rory's live and he's at 1 over, but
See
he's
what
special
McNeely gets in at.
category.
But like McNeely might get in at 4 still.
I mean, it feels like best case for McNeely would be 6.
Yeah, he could
Even-
make a par birdie coming in, but
Maybe he eagles 9.
I say even, but I'll give Rory an asterisk because he's
So
Rory.
he's on 8 and 9. He'll probably finish 5 or 6.
Pat,
Yeah,
the
I think-
evens are actually so live.
I think the ones are like Rory
ones
out
are
one
live
is live.
too.
Yeah.
And shout out to DJ.
Where's
he at?
2 over. He shot
Oh, Bryson. He's gonna end with a birdie streak.
Well, build some good momentum for Shinnecock Hills.
oh my built so good momentum for his video on Monday.
Yeah, he won't go. He won't go play Shinnecock. He'll play at the course next door and try to break 30. From
Well,
the
they don't have
Reds.
the New Orleans tournament, so they'll have extra time, right, to go play at
Oh,
Shinnecock.
Brooks. Ooh.
Do you think a Bryson podcast would do well?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
I don't think anything where Bryson can't be edited into 15-second clips is not going to hit.
Why am I not seeing Koepka? What did Koepka just do?
Hey, he almost chipped in for
he
Eagle.
almost chipped in for Eagle.
Oh, Ludwig lip out.
He's got a great back 9, other than that blemish on 10.
He doesn't do many guest appearances either on podcasts, does he? Not that I can recall seeing anyway.
Bryson?
Yeah.
No.
This would be so
So
sick.
you think if he went like on Rogan for 3 hours,
Yeah.
that would not be compelling podcast?
I mean, people would come out not liking Bryson.
Okay.
for talking for.
Oh
streak.
my God, Cantley just cannot hit a putt.
Is that bogey or par?
Par. That was a
Bet
10.
Cantley? Jeff,
What?
did you bet Cantley?
Yeah, crazy. I know, right?
What did you get? Like 70, 80?
Yeah, 70. He didn't. Well,
Oh wow. Wow.
Fucking Hatton. I was so high on him this week.
Tim Butts is listening to our NFL podcast right now and sending us messages that he thinks it's a bit outrageous that you said that Klubnik was better than Jackson Dart.
No, but that's just a reflection on Jackson Dart. I don't think he's very good.
you're gonna. Are you? Is it just a Jets thing that you're anti-Giants? What's that about?
I think no, it's the fact that people have like already crowned them as like this next year's Patriots when they hired a coach who hasn't been good in 10 years.
I don't think anyone has said that.
They have a quarterback.
Again, when you say people are saying this, are you like Trump?
No, like
You're
You're
people
just
are saying,
no.
like,
What
you said
Pat? What Tim is upset about is they get the actual respect for being a New York team, even if they're mid.
They're the big and popular New York team.
Yeah, I get it, but that's what That's what his hiccup is. I think.
But no
part
one is
of it.
saying they're going to the Super Bowl.
no, but like
Like the
this
Tim-
year's worst to first team.
If the
No-
Giants
no-
had
no
your
one's thinking
season
they're
last
winning
year,
division.
they're still getting a primetime game
like
this
6.5 or something.
It's 7.5.
Well, maybe they can win 8 games.
Like
Tim,
you know,
Tim, I don't even know. Who's your quarterback?
it's either going to
Gino.
be Gino or Klubnik if he can win it in camp.
Klubnik is not winning your job.
People would have said that about Russell Wilson in 2012. Oh my God, what is he doing?
God, you're taking the most
Mav is playing
insane
this guy.
outlier. Well, look at this Mav putter.
With the toe of a butter.
Yeah, when I played, when I
Really?
played with Moose, that's how he recommended everyone that I like because at Hazeltine there's a lot of this type of collar stuff. That's how they all putted from there.
Really?
When
How
you're
is
up,
Moose?
against,
You
when
ever
you're
talk
up
to
against the from like the
I
fringe
would
to the
have,
top.
you know what I would have done? I'd
That's
have
how they all
stomped, Tim. I'd have stomped my foot behind the ball to squish some grass.
I
would've
bet you
just
would
moved-
have.
We would have just moved
Wyndham
it out
Clark
to the
did.
fringe.
Wyndham Clark.
I would have used a hybrid before I would have done that.
No, that's
Well,
how they.
yeah, I
all
wouldn't.
putted.
I don't think I have the hand-eye to do what he did.
I would,
I'd have
yeah,
to
I
use
would,
a
I would,
hybrid.
I would get that thing at an 80-degree angle.
Yeah, we'd have to use a hybrid, Tim, because we don't have the hand-eye to actually
Oh.
make the contact required there. I think.
No, that is a high-level, soft hands coordinated shot. And to pull that out in the PGA Championship when you're leading by a stroke, that's pretty good.
What I'm telling you is that is the standard shot from that lie.
Okay, but I've never seen it.
They don't play a lot of courses that have lies like that.
Fair enough.
I'm curious if we're late enough in the day where I can actually stare at what the tee sheet tomorrow might
Oh, it
look
looks
at,
good.
but I'll give it. A
It's
little
kind of about Rom. He's on the par 5 now.
Oh.
Oh, John,
He's way left.
he is leaking. He needs to get home.
He can make birdie from there.
The problem is he's got the two-way miss. He's missing right and left now.
Yes, he has got missing everywhere today.
That's the problem.
You don't see many lefts from John Rahm.
No.
Mm-mm. Why does Bryson look so confused?
He's
He
going to
always has
18.
He always has a slight befuddled look on his
He
face.
does, right?
Someone tried to have a human interaction with him, and now he doesn't know what to do.
I think he needs for the U.S. Open to bring back the little hats.
He was more fun when he had the Dom DeLuise hat.
I don't call them that, but yes.
Well, I mean, he was the only non-fat. He and Payne Stewart are the only non-fat guys in history to wear that hat.
You talking about the Biggie hat, the Kango?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kangol hat, yeah.
Hey,
You're
Pat.
right about fat people wearing that.
Yes, Jeff.
Steve Woo's got 30 feet for birdie on 18, so hopefully he can just get in clean. End his day 3 under, shoot a 67. Way to go, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, what a round. So what are we looking at here? Oh, Chris Kirk rallied for the cut. He has a number 9 to play. As long as he doesn't bogey it, he's fine.
Patty Harrington, one of the rounds of the. Just
Yeah.
what a guy. What a guy.
So the cut is going to be +4. I don't think there's anyone that can change that now. There's not. It's +4. And we're going to
How
have 80,
many?
83 guys.
How
means-
early are they going to have to tee off tomorrow?
Well, they're going to tee off super early, which is great because I'm like up. That's one thing I don't like about majors, that I get up on Saturday and like it doesn't start till noon. It's like, oh, come on. I got things to do. I had nothing to do at 9 a.m. Put golf on.
Yeah, I guess I probably got to rush get my kids to whatever. There's a long weekend, so there's probably no programs.
It is my son's birthday party tomorrow. So
Tell your son happy birthday.
I
shall.
had,
doing
as
for the
you
party?
know, my daughter Lily. If you want to make people feel old, Lily turns 10 on Monday.
whoa, yeah, Max turns 6 tomorrow, or not
Yeah,
tomorrow.
10
He turns 6
years
on
of-
Monday, but his party's tomorrow.
What are you doing for the party?
Atlantic Ninja.
I don't know
Jeff,
what
is that your oldest child?
Yeah,
You like dress up
So
like ninja?
basically, when we first started doing shows together, none of y'all had kids.
yeah. I didn't have a kid yet. Yeah.
Hold on. I just told Tim I'm taking my son's party is being hosted by Atlantic Ninja. Please explain what you just said.
Do they like dress up in like ninja gear and like do ninja moves?
Like, when you say ninja moves, what do you mean?
Like, chops and like
Yeah, but what's
those
that
stars
called?
that people throw?
So you think the 6-year-olds are dressing up like ninjas and throwing stars at each
Well,
other?
yeah, but not like ones that would hurt.
That sounds like a good time when I was 6 years old.
Yeah, what okay. So obviously I don't know what's going on here. So what actually goes on at this place?
It's like an obstacle. Like they set up obstacle courses.
Oh, like American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, he thinks is fixed, but there's no way it's fixed.
It is fixed. Tim also didn't think that Storage Wars was fixed.
I don't think it is fixed.
Look, they ain't gonna break into they ain't gonna open a storage with like 3 boxes and
Oh, look, I also think it's edited. They only show you the good ones. That I believe. But I don't think they're like rigging it so that the only ones they see, the only ones that are available are good ones. I think they just only show you the good ones.
Is this for par from that Mav? You could drop one here.
Yeah, par to save the with the
There we go.
belly.
He dropped one. He dropped one.
All right. Well, after Mav goes, we'll sign off here. See if he makes this par or not. Because speaking of which, I have to get home and put my kids to bed. Made it. Oh, no, we didn't. All right. So Smalley and McNeely tied for the lead. McNeely still has the par 5, though. But it's looking like -5 is probably best we're going to see here. Unless Mav does something special on 9.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the par 5. Maybe he's got half a chance. Rom just has to advance this. He can't really get there.
You
don't
got
think.
all of that.
Hmm.
Hey, I don't think he's there, but that's down there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot.
That front pin, if you can get a little bit of backspin from in close, should be good.
Yeah, you have half a chance.
He's playing with Rory, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rory
Yeah,
and Spieth.
Rory's in the right rough.
I haven't seen Jordan in a little while.
Jordo?
Yeah. Haven't shown any of his shots recently.
He's
It was
3
like
over
2 now
today.
or something.
But
Is
it's
there a Spieth? Oh, Jordan.
I'm afraid to look if Ludwig hit it in the fairway on 18. I'm afraid to look.
Why? Do you have money on Ludwig?
Yeah.
Ludwig is in the fairway on 18. He has 186 yards to the hole.
I'd love for him to
losing
get
so
this
much
round
money.
home clean.
Yeah, 2 under is where you want to be right now. The winner is going to come from 2 under.
if they had the 10-shot rule in effect for this tournament, how many people would be in?
I just want to confirm. See, there's a D
How many
Berg.
are in a +6?
If they had the
Like
10 shot
100
rule
people.
right now, 110 people would make the cut.
Wow.
D Berg, not to be mistaken for Daniel Berger.
It happened to me earlier when I was searching Daniel Berger.
Well, because he's also playing with Si Woo, so you'd think, okay, that's like a golfer. Because Si Woo's playing with D Berg and Highsmith, and you're like, why is he playing with jobbers?
Oh, Spieth! What a
With
shot!
Tommy Dreamer. What?
What a shot, Jordan.
Tommy Dreamer.
Rory's just laying up. Do you know about Tommy Dreamer?
I don't.
No. So then why did you
No.
laugh at that?
I just
He's
thought it was a
basically
made-up name.
Robert.
No, Tommy.
ECW.
Yeah, he's
You thought
Tommy
Tommy
Dreamer would
Dreamer
be-
was made
would
up?
be
the
Joe
only guy who
Highsmith.
never left ECW.
Yeah, he would be Joe Highsmith.
So he'll be like the
Tommy
Taylor
Dreamer.
Gooch of Live.
Yeah.
Taylor Gooch is never leaving.
What a tough day for Xander. Jeez.
He
He's
didn't
gotta
even get
let
an invite to
bogey
this
again.
thing
Why would he get an invite?
because they invite everybody.
They don't.
Tommy Dreamer.
They didn't invite Tony Finau.
They
despite-
invited Louis last year, but he was too busy working on his farm.
And they used a bunch of Tony Finau in the advertising for this tournament
saw
and didn't invite him.
I saw that.
They watched as much of this tournament as Jeff did on Thursday.
Rory's walking with a little bit of strut there.
I mean, he's in striking distance.
Yeah, he's
Leads
walking
at
with a little-
4 under, and you
little-
wouldn't.
little
you
strut
you
from
wouldn't-
Rory, man.
Rory
I
to
was
win
a
is just 22-1.
I was a
Oh.
bit worried, Jeff, because remember I told you I used that 30% boost, but it had to be at least 3
Yeah,
legs.
you had to
deep.
make 2 other legs.
Yeah, so I bet I put half. I put $250 on Scheffler to win, but then I took the other $250 and used it in the 3 same game parlay, which was Scheffler to win, Cam Young, and Rory to make the cut. And I was like, oh no.
I'll tell you, a lot of people like probably put, like Schauffele will still T20 for his resume.
I think that was one of Byron's big bets.
What?
Yeah, Byron loved. Yeah, a lot of people love the Xander. They added Cam Young to the scoreboard. I don't know if you noticed that.
They did. I see it.
All right, you guys want to sign off?
I'll follow your lead. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Follow Jeff. Follow Kenny. Follow Tim. Follow me at the PME. Sub to the channel while you're here. Code Mayo at Underdog and smash the like on the way. Thanks for hanging with us on a Friday afternoon. Hopefully you win some bets.